mic is on. Let's see if maybe I can finish this tonight.
Let's go down to the field for a report. Heidi, what did the players share with you heading into this contest?
Matt, they jumped out to a 2-0 lead in this 7-game series, but they seem anything but satisfied. One team leader told me that we believe the only thing that can beat us in this series is ourselves. The key to not doing that is staying in the right frame of mind. Our opponent is going to come at us hard today, and we have got to be ready.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bo Bichette is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up.
Bo says, fuck your
Line
feelings.
drive base hit into the left center field gap. The throw into second.
Could not have tested
and
it.
He's out.
Could have also did a swim dive like when I move the right stick that direction, but it doesn't.
The left field,
so it's cool.
Hey, Oscar Hernandez.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez as he'll swing and send a chopper out to second. Fielded cleanly.
Oh, Teoscar.
Pulled out on a close play at first.
Bitch.
Now batting. Here's the
Randall
center
Grichuk.
fielder.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch fouled off.
You get Bassett out of here.
Back up the middle.
It threw. Nice.
And that's through for a hit.
Nope.
And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
There's a hard hit.
Up next for the Blue
Pitcher
Jays.
not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Travis.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And he fouls this one off. He's 1 for 2 in this one. 0-1, here it comes. Drilled to the right side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove.
He's out.
Fucking
will
Matt
still
Olson.
manage to get it.
With his big ass body and everything.
On its way is pitch
The
number
Athletic.
75.
The designated hitter.
And he swings
Ball
through a
1-1.
fastball
Zach
and doesn't
Plesac
catch
Fair
up.
enough.
It's
exactly what the doctor
0-1.
ordered for this pitching
Hey,
rotation.
it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to
And a pitching
continue to
rotation
have
that
a
already
tough
had
time.
Hyun-Jin Ryu and Lance Lynn at the front end of it. Zach
In front
Plesac
of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
You want me to be your number 3 starter? Why do you hate every other team that badly?
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. First
Now
delivery
batting.
to him on
The
the way.
third baseman.
Lifted
Matt
in the air toward the line and right.
Chapman.
But this will wind up being a foul ball. A swinging
0-2 is the count.
strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night. Changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 10.
Again, Marcus
Shortstop.
Semien. He got
Marcus.
on top of
It's
one. It
allergy
was a
season,
ground
and you
out
think a
victory.
mask
Jimmy, yeah.
taking
It
maybe
swung on
would
and
help,
hit in
but
the
wearing
air
a mask for
toward the
7
line
days
and right.
stuck in a room with 20
Gurriel
people.
is there, makes the catch, and the
7
side
days,
is
7 hours for each day with 20 people in the same room.
New inning set to get underway, and
Leading
off
sliding
the
forward
just
the
is making it
designated
worse.
hitter, Rowdy Tellez.
Number 44.
The first pitch is
Damn,
hit
I
pretty
just
well
missed
out to right. Piscotty's going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
You get Bassett
Up
out of
next
here.
for the Blue Jays.
Next
The
to bat
third
for
baseman.
Toronto,
Vladimir
Guerrero Jr.
Jr.
Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But
That one
that'll
just
hit
didn't get
off
caught.
the wall in left center.
And there's a stand-up double
And
for
he
Wagon
is
Ass
in at
Vlad.
second base with a 1-out double.
Well, that's his second
Now
double of the
batting.
game, and I thought it might not be
Number
enough
10.
to get out of here. Banged it
Yes,
off
Your
the wall.
attention, please.
He's
Now they're
looking
bringing in
really
left
good
Now
at this.
pitching
sinkers.
for the Athletic.
Here comes Bob
Number
Melvin now
35.
out of the Oakland dugout.
Jake.
And we're going to see a pitching
Deep
change
man.
as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Kevin Biggio.
Ready for another chance? Kevin Biggio, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is.
Damn
the
it,
pitch.
I should have power swung.
Pulled toward right center field. Heading after it is Piscotty. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the
Ladies
side.
and gentlemen,
4
it's
pitches,
time
all it
for
takes
the
to retire the
traditional
Jays.
7th.
Which means I'll see deeping out for another
Striding in for Oakland, Stephen Piscotty.
Leading
1
off
for 2
for the
in
A's.
ball game
Wow,
thus
Sox
far.
only managed
The
to
right
lead by
Even though
eight
we're
tonight.
moving into the back
Deep
end of this
end.
game, they're only down by a
It's
couple of runs.
Johnny.
You
Surprising.
know that old slogan, a bloop and a
Surprising.
blast. They could
Surprising.
certainly use that right now.
I knew Mark McGuire played for Oakland. I don't know why I was thinking about that. Or I mean, I know why I was thinking about that, but I often forget that McGuire finished with almost 600 home runs.
First pitch of the at-bat
I mean,
on its way. Swing and a miss.
We all know
the count.
why, but
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Boy, he comes
I got
back
the count.
with a
0-2.
beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Ball.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. And it's fouled away. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now another 1-2.
alright, this is definitely Plesac's last inning work. Pitch count this high, and Piscotty's just pushing everything foul right now.
Picked him up.
Thank God.
McGuire is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher
First
John
pitch of the at-bat.
Murphy.
Skied down the left field line.
Come on, Teoscar. Come on, Teoscar. Come on, Teoscar.
And he
Into
will
the
make
bullpen
the
says fuck
play.
you.
2
In
away
your
now.
stupid ass foul territory.
Now batting, number
Here's
22.
the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground is short. Bichette gathers it in.
He's
And
out.
Atta boy,
that
Zach
will
Plesac.
conclude matters here.
7 shutout will take
Your
this.
attention,
Merrill
please.
Oh, wow.
Summoned from the
Now
bullpen.
pitching
Will
for the
do so to
Athletics.
start the 8th.
Number 36.
Not complaining.
You
All set for the
Barrow.
start of the inning. And
I'm in.
standing in
Peace.
the outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel. He's set and the pitch. Fouled away. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field.
Good boy,
Gone
Lourdes.
to lead off the inning.
Every run helps late in the game. And with this one on the
Unlike your
board, they're
scumbag
now
brother,
up
I
3
actually
and
like
only
you.
need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop.
Standing in now,
Bo
Bo Bichette. She'll go
Bichette.
after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Now this ball's hit deep to left field.
Off the wall will take it, though.
But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Standing
and
double.
he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey, this
Up
guy's
next for
having
the
a
Blue
big
Jays,
series in the
the left
postseason.
fielder,
It looks like to me that
Teoscar
the moment isn't
Hernandez.
too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Down the third baseline. Chapman has it cleanly.
Damn it. I don't know how
Tag
long I had to
gets
hold
one.
R1 to get Bo to go
He'll
back.
Put this in his pocket and be content
But he
with
just
the 1 out.
That's so fucking stupid.
Now batting,
Randall
the
Grichuk
center
at the
fielder.
plate now. It
Randall
was a single for him in his
Grichuk.
last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. There goes the runner. Fouled off. Hernandez leads off first with one away. Runner going a second time. Line drive to left. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will retreat.
Now batting,
So it's
the
a
first
runner at
baseman,
first with 2 men
Travis
out. And that brings up
Shaw.
the left-handed hitter, Travis Shaw. Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in
0-1.
time as he steals second.
Yeah, he was doing it
Pretty
multiple
obvious
ways.
he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too.
Good
But he
speed by
has
the big
lightning
bat.
speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Okay, good pitch to run on to. Good pitch to take.
I'm set with the 0-1. And fouls this one off. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Scotty
The
looks
mayor.
up. And that one is gone.
Usually the
On
mayor of
a
the second deck will
two-strike
take the mayor of the
count with
stairs
2
this
away
time.
in the inning.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home
Ladies
runs
and
in the
gentlemen,
same inning.
your
Watch
attention,
yourself.
please.
You're missing over the
Now
harder
pitching
plate.
for the Athletic, number
So with a
38,
left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Nick Farland.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat.
Another left-handed sinker caller.
A 1 pitch on its way. Line toward right center. Loriano.
Contact,
is
I
gonna
would've
have
flipped the
room
gap
out there
had he not
as
been
he
shifted.
puts this.
We'll still
So
go to the
coming to
left
the
field.
plate, Tony Kemp
Leading
trying
off
to keep it
for the
going.
A's,
A perfect 3 for
the
3
second
thus
baseman,
far.
Tony.
Starting with a sinker here, but
Kemp.
that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's one down now.
Up
In
next
now,
for Oakland,
Grossman.
the left
He'll look
fielder,
to bounce back after
Robbie
striking out his last time up.
Grossman.
No balls and a strike to count. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen,
Now batting,
if you can keep
first
that pitch in
baseman,
your back
The
pocket,
exact
you
reason
know
why
you need it
Barecki's
like he
pitching
did
this
right
inning.
there.
Oh,
Don't he count their leadoff hitter? No, he's batting second.
Sir.
Usually he's batting
Hitters,
ninth
they
for
don't
a second,
stand
so I was
a
like, oh
chance.
shit, I misjudged their lineup.
And it's
Because
quickly
normally I would
0-2.
bat a ninth, and normally he seems like a number 9 type hitter, but
Got him on the
Yeah, boy,
good
the rookie.
slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strike.
been the bane of Madison's existence.
All set to start the 9th in this
Leading
one,
off for the
and
Blue
set to
Jays,
go as the third baseman. Vladimir
Vladimir
Guerrero
Guerrero
Jr. lifted into center
Jr.
field.
That looked like it was going to be a slider or a fastball. And then
Loriano
break
is there.
threw it off.
1 quick out to start inning number 9.
now batting, number 10,
Into the box, Reese McGuire. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first
Got
takes
him.
care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far.
Now
Quick
batting,
outs here.
Save
the second
situation.
baseman,
Coming to the
Kevin
plate now, Kevin Biggio.
Biggio.
He flew out in
Jackson's
his last
case.
at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big
How do you
power,
get it that high.
And
in
we'll
him?
have to leave it there as the
Fucking
play is
dumb.
made. Digging in now, Mark Hanna will lead
Fonts.
things off here in
The
the 9th
Athletic.
with his guys in danger of
designated
falling
hitter.
into a very
Mark
difficult to escape 3-0
Hanna.
deficit.
Wilmer
Your
Font,
attention,
another guy that
please.
had
6
like a
foot
really
4 inch
weird
right-hander
fucking
comes in out of the bullpen to do the
generic
Number
pitch.
63,
0-1 pitch and
Wilmer.
he can't make
Much like
contact
Trevor
on
Gott.
the bender.
Pitching
0-2.
motion.
And now
Until
he'll foul
recently,
this
I know
one
they
off
changed
as well.
Trevor
The
Gott
fall
at
behind
some
here,
point
no
in
balls
this
and 2
season.
strikes.
Like when this game came out and it shipped, like if you went and bought the
And
disc,
another foul ball.
you haven't had an online connection, you'll still have Trevor Gott's old
A
pitching.
ball and 2 strikes.
high fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Swing and a
Yeah, boy,
miss,
Willie.
and that'll get a groan from the
Homer.
home supporters here. 1 away.
now batting, the
In
third
the corner
baseman,
and slicing foul.
Matt Chapman.
Now the 0-1.
Alright, it's a splitter. Oh, wow. That was beautiful. Just a good take.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Ready to deliver. Here's
Marcus.
the first pitch. Marcus
0-1
Semien
Semien.
stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is...
And
Attaboy
he
Wilmer,
gets
3-0
strike
lead in the
called to
LCS.
end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Yeah, and let me put it to you this way. The number of MLB teams that have ever come back to win a 7-game series after being
I like when
down
Mike Trout goes
3-0
yard.
can be counted
I
on
don't like when
one
Mike Trout
finger.
does it against the
So, you know,
Padres.
don't crown the other guys yet, but I mean, good luck with this one.
Well, I, for one, am not ready for this series to be over, and I don't expect they are either. So I look for them to fight back in Game 4. They've shown they can battle back throughout the entire season so far.
The Dodgers have already... Fuck, this is such a terrible postseason run. When it comes to facing like a lot of sinker ballers and left-handed pitchers. Or left-handed pitchers with sinker ballers. Cleveland, Oakland, LA. Those are like the 3 worst teams to face for that.
Let's go down to the field with Heidi Watney for a report on what she took away from her talks with the players. Heidi?
Matt, although they find themselves 1 win away from sweeping the LCS and punching their ticket to the Fall Classic, they're not taking anything for granted coming into what they expect to be a
I don't know,
tough
50
fight in
home
Game
runs and
4.
100 runs scored
When
might be
asked how
off the
it felt
board
to be
now.
up 3-0,
Leading off for the
one
Blue
player
Jays,
told me,
the
last
center
I
fielder,
checked, it takes 4
Randall
wins to advance, not 3.
Richard.
It feels good, but it doesn't mean much yet. Let's talk
Left
again
lefty
when we
in the
get
face,
one more
Randall.
win.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball
Let the
that
kids
solo
play,
home
even though
runs
Grichuk
won't kill
isn't
you.
necessarily
This is
one
one
of
of
the
the
kids.
top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home
Now
run right
batter,
here, it's not the end
the
of the
left
world.
fielder,
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. Wind up and the 0-1. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Center fielder looking up.
Back to back,
and
Randall
it's
and Teoscar.
gone.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
the right fielder, number 13,
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel.
Gurriel.
And it's fouled away. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Taken in by Semien.
He left the lefty in and he managed to get
First,
one.
so good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The batter,
Digging in,
the first baseman,
Daniel Vogelback. He
Daniel
was punched out looking at strike
Vogelback.
3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Fouled away.
Vogelbach was great for me in both my Mariners runs. Surprised at how much I haven't been able to do with him.
Pulled toward right center
around.
field. Laureano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
now batting, number 44.
Where's Danny Jansen? He's batting under these guys.
As the next to bat. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Not complaining.
Big
Although he
swing,
probably won't get
but
to
he
face
just
the
gets
lefty
a
next
piece
to
of
him
it.
because
Strike
Maya will
one.
probably get pulled after this at bat, regardless of what happens.
0-1 pitch on its way.
If he gets the out, he'll
Fouled
put
off.
someone else in next inning. If he gives up any sort of hit, my guess is he'll get pulled. This is pitch number 95.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Yep,
Swing
he's
and
definitely
a
done
drive to right. There it goes.
On a 2-strike, 2-out pitch.
And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting,
Well, at least I was able to tag him for. Oh, they're keeping him in.
Exactly what we're talking
Oh, they really
about.
want him to get through this
One
inning.
guy
Now
tees
batting.
off, and the
3
guy
home runs in
behind
the
him
inning.
starts
Over
to
90
feel a little
pitches,
bit
and you're
more
in the
confident,
6th.
a little bit more focused. The next thing you know,
Not really a
you've
good
got
line.
3 home runs in an inning, and your
Not how many strikeouts he only has.
entire offense is off and
strikeouts.
running.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Plus the 2 walks. It's not a good line.
Oh, there
I'm glad
it
they kept him in.
goes. In the air to left center.
Tag him
and
one more
you
time.
can
Danny Jansen
forget
on the
about
board.
This one. Back-to-back home
Back-to-back 2-out home runs.
Well,
5
balls are
nothing
flying out of here faster than they can throw them across the plate, it seems. That's 4 home runs in this inning
And they're
alone.
still
It's
sticking
times
with
like
Mania.
this when
Oh, my
pitchers
God.
wonder if
Now
maybe
batting.
they've chosen the
Third
wrong
baseman,
profession. Their pitching
Vladimir
coaches start wondering
Guerrero
too.
Jr.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero
You know,
Jr.
Vladdy dumps in a double.
And
That's
that
got to be it
finds
from
the
Mania now.
outfield grass for a base hit.
Hey, this
What,
guy's
his
having
8th hit
a
given
big
up now?
series
He's
in
not
the
out of the
postseason.
6th
yet.
It
Now
looks
he's
like to
done.
me that
Second
the
baseman,
moment isn't too big for him.
Kevin
He's slowing the game down. He looks
Biggio.
terrific.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen,
absolutely.
your
Postseason
attention,
monster
please.
right here, having a
Now
huge
pitching for the
series.
A's.
Any big leaguer can have their
Number
moment.
Damn it,
mid-
Kevin.
A swing and he
Daniel.
pulls it down the line and deep.
Mengez.
Oh.
And
Kevin
that
goes
ball
deep.
will stay fair, and it's gone.
8-0
A home
lead.
run.
And you can thank Sean Mania for one of those 2 runs.
These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff
4 in the
today,
inning.
guys.
Yeah,
Now
Matty,
batting.
how about this, D-Row?
Shortstop.
If you come to watch
Bo
offense, you
Bichette.
pick the right
5 in the
team
inning.
to
Sorry,
come
no,
and
5 in
save
the inning.
5 bombs from one team.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Loriano will wait on it as he tucks the ball away to retire the side. First delivery to him on the
Leading
way.
off for the A's,
And he
I like
throws
what
the
it says.
fastball by
Senator
him. He's
0-1.
0-1.
number 22.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series.
Look at
He's
Vladdy
offered
with some
very
range.
little resistance with the
Oh.
bat in his hand so far.
And a rather easy first out.
Nice play, Vlad Jr.
The batter, the second baseman,
Ready with
Tony.
the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey,
Tony
Kemp.
Kemp is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Popped him up. Biggio has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
the left
Here's
fielder,
Robbie
number 8,
Grossman. He comes in 0
Robbie.
for 2 thus far.
Grossman.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll
Leading
bring
off for
forth
Toronto,
the veteran
the
outfielder,
center
Rendell
fielder.
Grichuk.
Randall.
First pitch of the at-bat
Grichuk.
on its way. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field.
Good. I don't like Danny.
And this ball is gone.
Grichuk with his second
no
of the night.
chance to make a play
Make it
on
8-0.
that one.
I think I said 8-0 earlier. I meant to say 7-0. But now it's 8-0.
Your
Randall
attention,
Grichuk
please.
leaves the yard with a
Now
solo
pitching
shot.
for the
His
Athletic.
second home run of the
Number
game
Lou.
as they've widened this lead
Lou.
to 8 now. Teoscar Hernandez
Lou.
digging in now. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on
He's
the
out.
first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The right fielder.
So
number
1 away
13,
now in the Toronto 7th.
Lourdes
And that brings up
Gurriel.
the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's set. Here it comes. Hit back
I would
toward
have been
the
so
mound.
pissed if the
Simeon's
pitcher got a
there,
glove on that.
and that's
He's
the
out.
second out.
Like, not thrilled that I grounded out, but at least it was a a fair ground
Now
out for
batting.
shortstop. All right,
And a
Daniel Vogelbach's about to
Vogelbach
get pinch
is
hit for if he's going to
next.
get a
he
fucking
hasn't
hit
quite
here.
had the same
Vogelbach.
fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far.
There you go,
Now
Vogelbach.
here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
Way out of here. 454-foot bomb for
scrambling in the
Vogelbach.
dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
It was very high and very far. Exit velo of 110, distance 454. That thing got out. What was the launch angle on that? 35 degrees? I want to see where it landed. Look at that baby go. Wow. So it shouldn't have gone through that little stairwell area. It went through a part of the stadium that's not real, though. So it would have landed all the way back there. That's beyond the have to be here section. That little box right there. It's like a happy to be here bleacher. Private little box there. I don't know, it's weird. Oh God, Rowdy, are you okay? Call timeout,
getting
please.
a little jumpy in the
Fix
box,
yourself
so
here.
he steps out and asks for time.
There you go.
At the plate now, Rowdy Tellez. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Laureano is underneath this one. Will put it away to retire the side. So
Ladies and
2
gentlemen,
runs come
please
across
join
here,
us for the
both coming via the
traditional
solo home
7th-inning
run.
stretch.
We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Jays lead it 9-0. Last half of the 7th here, and
The
that brings
Athletic.
in the big power hitting
The
first
first
baseman
baseman.
Matt Olson.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this
Olsen.
one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And a good bite to that
Matt
slider
Olson.
as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Pretty quiet in this series, and I love it.
Well, he
Now
certainly
batting,
wasn't
the
intimidated
designated
on the
hitter,
mound right there.
Mark.
He had to stare down a really good
Ten
hitter.
off.
And instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good
I got the
pitches.
count
I
0-2.
like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit. He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th. And he's
Kevin
jumped ahead
Biggio
of
getting
the
it done
count
on
right
defense,
here.
too.
Looks like
Boy,
he could stay in this
oh,
game a while longer.
Batting.
So striding
The third
forward
baseman,
now.
Matt.
He was a strikeout
Chapman.
victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Off balance.
Oh,
He
Bo
couldn't
said,
get
"Here,
enough
let me
on
one
it,
up
so
you," and
he
almost
scores
got
an
him.
infield single.
Now batting.
A little bit
Not
more on the arm
shortstop.
strength than what I
Hey,
had.
that's a heck of an
Mark it.
effort by the shortstop right there to
Jimmy,
leave his
yeah.
feet and try and make that throw to first base.
Shit,
Got to
someone's
be
gonna beat this
frustrated
out.
a little bit as a pitcher yet.
Oh, and we shot.
And the throw is in time to get him to return. Ready to begin the
Leading
8th,
off for the
and
Blue
that'll
Jays,
bring in Danny
the catcher.
Jansen.
Yeah,
Number
this last
9.
at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
One thing that I do enjoy a little bit about my lineup when I face a lefty, but then a righty comes in,
The
is
batter.
just when you think you're at the bottom of the lineup and
Stepping
you
up
got
now,
a lot more
Vladimir
easy
Guerrero
out.
Jr.
You have
He'll
Vlad
try
in
to
the 9th
follow
spot.
up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Sky down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Raining? Oh, it is. Wasn't expecting that. Not that I'm complaining.
Ground ball left side. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 8. Second baseman, Kevin Biggio.
So the batting order is over now and set to go Kevin Biggio. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Simeon got it, and the side is tight.
No runs in the inning. Pretty sure we just went 1, 2, 3 for that matter.
Here's the first pitch.
The Athletic. The right fielder.
Fouls this one.
Bad. Got
On
it.
its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
I used to really like Tanner Roark when he was with the Nationals.
Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout
Well,
there,
and
and it
bad,
just
I
seems
think.
like we've seen so many
Oh, one's the
off-balance
count.
swings
I thought the kid had really
and
good
weakly
potential.
hit balls in this one.
Murphy.
Sean Murphy is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching this one. Been fun for a guy like me to
Tanner
watch.
Roark.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the
Getting
inning
it done.
Your
is
attention,
Merrill
please.
enters now in a
Now
mop-up
pitching
role as
for
he'll
the
try to keep
Athletic.
the deficit right where it is.
Number 36.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Yes, over
Now
Chapman's
the ball
head.
gets sharply toward third.
That's a
And
double
this'll
for
get
Bo.
all the way to the wall now.
Standing.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the
Now
inning.
batting.
And he just
The center
blistered that
fielder.
ball down the line
Randall
on the first pitch he
Griffith.
saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double.
High in
Free
the air
homer
and
game
deep to
for
left
Randall
center
Grichuk.
field. Back on it is the left fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning,
Tell you
that he
what,
was
I
going
don't
to
know if I'm going to hit
3
50 home runs and
tonight,
get 100
he
runs
would have
scored, but
thought
I'm
he was
sure as
dreaming.
hell
Well,
not going to
now
go down
it's a
without a
dream
fight.
night.
Left fielder.
But he's wide awake.
Teoscar
At the
Hernandez.
plate, Teoscar Hernandez. But
Damn it,
quick
Matt Chapman.
reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 run.
Right fielder. Number 13.
Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel.
Gurriel.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Drop.
Line drive to left.
Fuck you, sliding
In with a
catch
slide,
ass
and he
motherfucker.
comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Digging in and looking for
Daniel
more, Daniel
Vogelbach.
Vogelbach. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro
Mammoth home
Petit,
run his last
he's
time
0
up.
for 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
It's funny, he managed to hit a ball 454 feet in his last at bat, and then he hit a ball probably 54 feet in that at bat.
Stepping into the box, 20 count. He'll be the first to bat
Leading
here
off
in the
for
inning
the
with these
A's.
guys in need of some
The
ninth
second
inning
baseman.
magic if they're going to
Tony.
force a game 5.
Kemp.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Sticking with Roark for the
Man,
ninth.
this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Ready with another 2-strike offering.
Nope. Ball 1.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your
One
game
ball,
plan.
2
You know
strikes.
he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Bichette is there. 1 away.
The left fielder. Number 8. Robbie Grossman.
Next up for the A's, Robbie Grossman. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the line at first.
I just don't know how you can
This gets
justify
foul. It's
in a
0-1.
lineup with guys like Marcus Semien, Matt Chapman, Matt Olson,
1.
Robbie Grossman
The
batting third.
0-1. Well behind that
No
fastball.
balls,
It's a
2 strikes.
swinging strike.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here.
Oh, okay, there
There's
goes
a
Tanner
swing and
Roark.
a
Shut out.
drive, and
It's like if I
everybody's
knew that would
just
happen
gonna
the second I
sit
talk
back
shit.
and watch that one fly.
This game can
A
fucking
no
hear me.
doubt home run.
What a great feeling right there as he
Now
circles the
batting.
I don't
pillow.
fucking
Finally
care.
able to get this
Matt.
offense potentially going.
Oh,
with
Matt
the
Olson with
swing
a
of the
107
bat.
average in
Being
postseason.
shut out
It just
all
went a little
game,
bit
but
lower.
not anymore.
On first, and now the
Up
A's
next.
are
I'm actually curious now. Now that I'm pissed off about that. Matt Olson's postseason average finishes with a
Down to their final
103.
out.
The designated hitter.
Here's the first pitch.
Piss poor ass
And
bitch.
a fly
Fair
ball.
enough.
And this should do it. And the World Series is once again moving north of the border. The Jays are American League
The Blue Jays win
champions.
the pennant.
Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for him and everyone that witnessed it. He winds up belting 3 home runs, so he pretty much took this game into his own hands and decided to have a home run derby out there.
So the Blue Jays have just swept their way to a league championship and will be headed to the World Series.
Matt, the domination we saw from this team in this series should put their opponents on notice. But for them now, it's back to 0-0. A new series awaits, and they've got to come up with 4 more wins to win the whole thing.
And on the losing end of this one, how about the A's?
It's a shame because they were so good all season long up until this point. But let's be honest, they laid an egg in this series, and that's going to make for a long off season. I do, however, feel like this team's going to rebound and be back in the mix again next year.
So we were first in batting, they were fourth in batting. We were first in pitching, they were sixth in pitching. We were 22nd in fielding, they were first in fielding. World Series Game 1, and I think what I'm going to do is this, but that. Same deal here. There. Alright, so we both scored a run in the first, and since then are scoreless.
So let's check in with our field reporter Heidi Watney, who spoke earlier with some players from both sides about what it means for them to be playing in the World Series. Heidi? First pitch coming.
Leading
Here
off
it
for
is.
the Dodgers, the left fielder,
Way
number
late on
31.
the fastball
0-1's the
for
count.
strike
John.
one. Coming into the season, the Toronto Blue Jays seemed like they might be a couple years away from this moment, given how young their core stars are. But here they are in the World Series. What an incredible story.
Yeah, they're definitely way ahead of schedule, Matty. But the fans in Toronto might feel like this is overdue. It's the first time they've made the World Series since 1993.
And you know, Dan, both times they made it, they walked away with the
Now
title.
batting,
You know
the
the
catcher,
Great White North is hoping to
Will
add a 3rd commissioner's
Smith.
trophy to the cabinet.
No doubt about that, and it's been really neat to see how they've captured the enthusiasm of their fan base, not just in Toronto, but all around Canada. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Inside, ball one.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
The batter,
First
number
pitch
14,
on its way.
second baseman.
So many strikeouts.
Is in with 2 away now as he looks at
I
the called
guarantee he
strike
finishes
1.
with over 40.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one in. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and stepping up is the shortstop,
for the
Bo
Jays.
Bichette.
The
Here
shortstop.
comes the first pitch.
Whoa.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance.
Oh, it's over his head, though.
And that'll get down out there for extra base.
Standing double for Bo. We take that to
second
start the
base for
fifth.
the leadoff double.
He just tattoos
The batter.
this ball right here.
The center
Trying to
fielder.
sneak a fastball in
Randall.
on him? No way. Drives it
Griffin.
to deep left center field
Nice set
gap.
by
That was
Kershaw.
a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
And it's
Ooh,
fouled away.
that's got to be in the seats. You got to put that in the seats, kid. With your power swing and slider there, that's got to be like 420 at least. Plays it.
ready with the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the
Well,
gap.
you can run on that one.
But that'll hit off the wall in left center.
You can sure as hell score.
And the run is in to score
All right,
from
we're on
second.
front.
It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Man, it's like deja vu all over
Up
again.
next
Two
for the
well
Blue
hit
Jays,
back-to-back
the left
doubles that
fielder,
bring in a run.
Teoscar.
This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good
Teoscar.
swings against
That's
him.
got to be in the
So
seats.
that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Fouled away.
He's just begging us to take him deep right now. On T.
Hit hard to short. Scooped up. Throw just
Oh, that
into
was
the bag
so
as that
fucking
was
close.
pretty close.
The right
Into the
fielder,
box
number
now,
13.
Lourdes Gurriel. He
Lourdes.
singled his last time up.
Yeah, they kick
Gurriel.
another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard
Are
through
you
the
kidding
infield.
me,
He's going
Lourdes?
to wave
That's
him.
fucking
Smith
embarrassing.
waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Dan
Number
Vogelbach
20.
is next. Runner in scoring position with Sir John.
Platoon Schmattoon. This is definitely Vogelbach's last game in the starting
Looking to
lineup.
keep this a
Against
one-run
lefties.
game. The pitch. High in the
been
air out
fucking
towards
terrible.
shallow right.
One hit all
And
postseason.
Mookie will make the play, and that retires the
that's it.
Sun.
He's big
Now
done.
at the plate, A.J. Pollard. And at this point of the game, I
Leading
think
off
it's
for the
clear
Dodgers.
that the plan of attack
The
at
center
the
fielder,
top of the
number
order
11.
has worked.
Well, when
AJ.
you've only surrendered one
Pollard.
hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you
Good
know
boy,
you're doing
Vladdy.
something right, Matt. You're spot
Out.
on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Now batting. Third baseman,
First pitch
Justin
coming. Here it is.
Turner.
This is skied into short left center.
Coming in is Hernandez.
And he tracks it down. A nice running
Good
play to
range.
record the second
The
out.
batter,
How's Mookie been doing?
the right fielder.
Pretty hot in postseason.
Infield
Love
in
that
the
for him.
overshift
Set.
here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle.
Although
Fielded
his speed
cleanly.
is underrated in this game for
And
sure.
a close play at first, but
Good
he's
play.
called out on the side.
He should be faster than 61. That's besides the point.
Bottom of the inning now.
Leading
and
up
that'll
for
bring
the
up
Jays.
Rowdy Tellez.
The designated hitter, number 44.
This is
Damn
on
it,
the
Rowdy.
ground
There's a
over the
shift on
first.
him. You can't do it.
Reined
His
in.
fastball only hit 89.
Shuffled
He's
over.
out.
Kershaw covering to record the out.
Now batting. Number 9.
One out now in the Toronto sixth inning. And that'll bring in Danny Jansen. Drilled on the ground to short.
Danny.
He's got it.
What are you
Throw on
doing
to
to the
first to
kid?
take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now.
I'm not
two
hitting
away.
Kershaw all that well right now.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Guerrero
Kershaw
Jr.
looks in. First pitch on the way. Swing.
Vladdy.
And there it goes. deep to left field. And this one is gone. A home run.
Good boy, Junior. Vlad Guerrero has been uncharacteristically well against lefties in
now
this
batting.
season.
The second baseman.
Not complaining.
Kevin Biggio.
And he fouls this one off. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Pollock on the run.
We got a 3-1 lead.
He makes the catch. What a play on the
Makes it
run.
sound like I just had a 3-run lead, but with like a
Cody
list.
Bellinger at the plate
3-1
now.
lead.
Due up are the 4, 5, and
Leading
6
off for the
hitters,
Dodgers.
and they're hoping that
But
this
it's
is
gonna be like a
part of the
3-1
lineup that
lead.
gets
It's a
something
3-1
going.
lead.
Bellinger.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Yeah,
Behind
just throw the
0-2
ball back.
now.
Don't point me.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these
I
hitters
should
off
check how
balance.
Bellinger's doing.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Up next for the
You
Dodgers.
can tell by their approach
Oh,
that they're going to
shortstop.
go up there and try to be
Corey
aggressive
Left
off this
field,
guy, but
Seager.
he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Another one sent foul.
I don't know if I want to be throwing curveballs to Seager. He can hammer righties now with his attributes
The
up.
0-2 once more.
I think he got a piece of that one.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Let's see. Let's go.
At the plate next,
Both
Muncy.
now batting.
He's 0
The
for 2
first
thus far in this one.
Max
Rocky Jackson.
Muncy.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Just in case.
And it's quickly 0-2. And yet another strikeout
That's
here.
Lynn, ladies and
His
gentlemen.
11th of the ball game, and this
Your
Blake
attention,
Trinan
please.
gets the call from the
All
pen
right,
to
first
take
single
over
ball
on
of
the
the
mound
game.
and start the
End of the
home
series.
seven.
Number
for them.
49. Blake
Ready to go for the last
Trinan.
half of the inning. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first down
now
of the
batting.
inning.
Center fielder
Here's
Randall.
Randall Grichuk, career against Blake Trinan. He's 0 for 5. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
The rain already stopped. No wonder
We're in the
it's
7th
drought.
inning with a good finish
Rain's for
brewing.
fucking
3-1
5 minutes.
our score.
But climate change isn't real, naturally.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball
Just missed
high
that
in the
one.
air into left field. Back
Nah, that
goes
wasn't even the warning
Peterson
track.
on the warning
He was,
track. He makes the
He
catch.
was on the track.
Now batting. The left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch. Swung out
Teoscar,
and
atta
hammered.
boy.
No doubt about this
Just
one.
fuck
Watch
your
it
sinker.
fly.
Go down and get it, baby.
That one is gone.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like
Now
a good
batting.
appearance
Right
out of the
fielder.
bullpen.
Lourdes Gurriel.
Stepping in now, Lourdes Gurriel. Now
Ooh,
this one is
back-to-back
blasted to left
Teoscar and
field,
Lourdes.
and there's no
5-1
doubt about it.
lead.
Back-to-back jacks.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Second deck.
Your attention, please.
So
Now
they'll go to the
pitching for
bullpen now,
Los
and it'll be
Angeles.
the left-hander here
Number
to face
60.
the
Hey, they
opposing
almost traded me
left-handed
Caleb
batter.
Ferguson, but
So
I said
now
no.
to the plate, Daniel Vogelback. Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Back goes Pollock. So the
Oh, it
Trojans
is 3 in a
outta
row.
here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs.
Teoscar Hernandez, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
So it's a solo
now
shot
Daniel
to dead
Vogelbach.
center. His first homer
Still
so
doesn't change my
far in the
opinion on it.
series, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
That was a hanger, but it was away. If that were like more center cut, it's 4 in a row there. That you can't do that to Rowdy Tellez.
No balls, 2
These are
strikes.
fucking curveballs right here.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Pollock has a lead on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. 8th inning coming up. The Jays are out in front, 6-1. All set for the start of the inning, and in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson.
Jock.
The big lead, I can sit Luke Jackson down. Warm up A.J. Cole.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Get through these next
Probably a
2
design take right
Maybe
there. They need
pitches to
baseball,
start.
so they're going to make them try to bring the ball to the
all.
strike zone.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat.
The catcher.
Will Smith comes on with
being a
1
bad
gone here as he
man
looks
right
at
now.
a called strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
He's a very lazy foul.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And it's fouled away. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fouled away. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that over-breaking ball, but you got to
I almost went right back to it, but I guess it doesn't matter. Outs are outs. Strikeouts, but outs are outs.
Settling in now, Danny Jansen.
Leading up for Toronto,
from him so far
the
in this
catcher,
one.
number 9.
Swung on.
Attaboy, Danny.
Is hammered. Forget about it.
Means that everybody who's had an at-bat,
as they
2 home runs
still
now.
Another. So a solo
Danny
shot
Jansen
here
likes
to
some
left center
left-handed
field.
pitching.
His first homer here in the series.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's now a
your
6-run
attention,
ball game.
please.
Scott
Now
Alexander
pitching
comes on to
for Los
pitch now,
Angeles.
hoping for better results
Number
than
75,
other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Alexander.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. fouled off.
Let the kids play.
The 0-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. On to first.
He's out.
A good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Stepping in for the Jays.
Kevin been white hot all
Gio.
postseason, not so much now these last like 2-3 games.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bouncer to the left side. A dive, and he knocks it down.
Hey, we'll take hits any way we can get him. Infield single, that might be enough to bust him out of a little slump here.
Now batting, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Into the box, Bo Bichette. And he fouls this one off.
Bo's been like kind of just
2
here.
for 3 in this one.
Like he's not having a bad postseason by any means, but not living up to the expectations I had for him.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field.
Talk shit.
Into the home bullpen
Not complaining this time,
for a
though.
home run.
Let the kids play. 2-run shot for Bo.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the
Now
series
batting,
as they
center
widen
fielder,
this lead to 8
Randall
now. Randall Grichuk
Grichuk.
at the plate now. As So
Boy,
go
Randall.
after the first pitch
No,
and promptly line
that's
one
fine.
into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Like I said, we'll take hits anyway we can
Well,
get them.
there's a case of
I don't care if they're all singles. I prefer home
Now
runs,
batting.
obviously.
That
Left
ball looked
fielder.
like it was extra
But
base
take
hit all
hits.
the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Hernandez.
Line up
Not
moving,
too
don't
many
record outs,
times
that's
I
all I'm
would
asking.
agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it.
I don't know, that no doubles defense just held them to
like the
a
pitcher,
single
if he
instead
can
of a double.
execute the game plan,
So,
could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong.
get through that hole. Let's go.
There's a base hit as that
Mixing a
gets
couple of
through into
singles
left.
here. Pleasant change of pace.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there.
The right
to induce
fielder,
the
number
double play.
13.
The only problem is he can't
Lorden.
guarantee it's going to be hit
Another
Three
left-handed
out.
sinker baller.
Your attention,
Adam
please.
Kolarek.
Adam Kolarek
Now pitching
comes on
for
to pitch
Los
now,
Angeles.
hoping for better results
Number
than the other
56.
arms that they've run
Adam
out there in this one.
Kolarek.
Into center
what the
field,
fuck?
line drive base hit.
I'm so lucky they didn't
Throw
throw a
comes
third
in quickly
there.
here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Nice
Now
piece
batting.
of hitting right there.
Number
Looked like
20.
the guy on second had to respect
Here comes
it
an
and
inning
freeze a
double
little
play
They
by
had
my
to
favorite
freeze
fat
there
man.
for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Go foul. Thank you.
Moved up.
Still gonna happen though.
A one pitch on its way. Now he gets
There it
the
is.
ground ball to first. This might be two.
Out.
To second
Honestly, I'd
for
rather your
one.
fat fucking
Relay
ass
to
struck
first
out.
in time.
Way to go down with a whimper,
Now back to the
Vogelbach.
top
That's your
of the
last
Dodgers
at bat.
order, digging in.
Alright, I'm gonna
AJ
AJ Kolar here.
Starting things for his side in the
Number
ninth
11.
as they face the
AJ
improbable odds
Pollock.
of trying to
Your
come
attention,
back in
please.
this one.
AJ on
Now
AJ
batting
action
for
here.
them
At
AJ
this
Cole,
point,
AJ
these guys
Pollock.
know
Number
these bats still
36.
count, at least for their own
AJ.
stats. You can't mill in your chances
Goal.
as a
0-2.
professional.
Behind 0-2 now. And a
Cole
swing
World.
and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Ready for another shot
Now
now.
batting.
Justin
Third
Turner.
baseman.
He flew out in his last
Justin
at-bat.
Turner.
First pitch fastball in there for a called
0-1's the
strike.
count.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever.
I got the count.
As a
0-2.
hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Slider. Oops.
And
I
he
guess don't
strikes
matter.
him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the
Mookie
bullpen.
Betts had a cycle here once.
Now batting. The right
And
fielder.
right into the shift.
Mookie
But a foul ball
Betts.
here, 0-1.
I'm so glad that I managed to hit my first ever ball.
And this is swung
You know,
on
like,
and
I
missed.
0-2 is the
So
count.
now they
Fenway
find
for
themselves down to their
13
final
years.
strike tonight.
At least once a year
Hey,
for
if the
13
beat
years
goes
now.
on, that's number 8.
Swung on.
I've
and
never
chopped up
once
the
caught a
middle.
ball
Throw on
and-
the first is going to be in time, and the Blue
On a
Jays
foul ball, home run ball,
started this World Series
batting
on
practice,
the right foot.
a ball
They're
thrown into the
victorious
stands,
here
whatever.
at home as this ball game is over.
Then I
So
go to a
first
game,
blood has been
sit
drawn
right
in
behind
this
me on
World
deck circle.
Series, and guys, what have we learned?
Bam, Mookie
Well, in
Betts,
terms
foul
of
ball.
what shape this
Straight up,
series is gonna
straight
take,
down.
That really rides on the Game 2 result. If they can do it again tomorrow and go up 2-0, they'll become.
I never thought about how
to
crazy, like
raise
how
the
hard it
trophy.
actually is to get a
But we could
ball.
also be heading into
Because,
Game
like,
3
you not only
at
have
a
to
new
be
venue, even at 1 apiece.
in
So
the
really,
area
we'll know
of
a lot
catching
more
it,
after Game 2.
but like you have to actually physically catch it too. Ooh, 5 runs already without my influence. And Hyunjin Ryu, 10 strikeouts through 5 without my influence. Love that. I don't understand how some girls can look pretty good in person. Like, pretty attractive. And then just absolutely abomination.
So the
in
Blue
picture.
Jays talked to our own Heidi Watney before the game. Heidi, what's the state of this team headed into this upcoming Game 2?
Yeah, there's no doubt they're riding high.
Like, I understand how some girls look
but that doesn't have these
great
players
in
or coaches
pictures,
feeling
but
more
then
at
terrible
ease
in
about
person.
this game or the rest
But
of the
sometimes
series.
it's just so, like, how do you not look good in
Sure,
person?
it's nice to get the first
Or, I mean, how do
four
you not
wins
look
out of
good
the
in
way,
pictures?
but many players
good
told
in
me
person?
they
I don't
have to
know.
bring the same level of focus, intensity,
Of course,
and
it's coming from someone that doesn't
execution
look
with
good in
them
pictures
game
or in
two,
person.
especially
So, I mean,
since their
that is what
opponent
it
is
is.
going to be even hungrier for a win here tonight.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
Ball.
0-2 pitch is a curveball
One
that
ball,
misses
2 strikes,
1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be
His pitch
careful
count's gotta
because
be
this
up there
pitcher
already,
might
though.
throw him another one.
68 is not bad. I'm
The
getting a 1-2
1-2.
out of him for sure. Assuming
Hit
he
hard
doesn't
down
start
the
sucking.
line. But this is
Assuming
a
not
foul
every
ball as
at-bat
the
goes
count
like this
holds
one.
Steady at 1-2.
Three.
And he struck him out.
There you go, Hugh.
And their strikeout number
his former
11
team.
in the ballgame. First
Now
pitch
batting.
coming. Here it is.
The first base.
Flat out locked him
believe
up
he
with
was
a
a career
changeup
Dodger
right
before,
there.
wasn't he?
Usually
1-2
you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that
Double
pitch
check
in a
that.
2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so
30.
it's a
Yeah, should be able
backwards
to
K
finish
for
this
him.
Here comes Ryu 0-2. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 0-2 once more. Turned
Okay, can
on,
we
but it's
stop
wide
being
at
out in
first
front of
and
every
foul.
pitch, Max Muncy? Here you go.
Now another 0-2. And it's fouled away.
Oh my God.
And he's just rolling right now. Even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
I mean, this is an absolute statement game for
Ready
Ryu.
with the first
Now
pitch.
batting.
Here it comes.
Shortstop.
Fouled
Facing
away.
a former team like this is
Seager.
on the biggest possible stage in the World Series.
Wind up and the 0-1. Good pitch there down
0-2.
below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here.
Especially
Get
in a year
on
where
the
they
heater,
actually
even though
could
he has
use
5
another
weapons to
starter.
go
I mean,
to.
they've got Kershaw, they've got Bueller, they've got
Still
Dustin May.
hanging with him. Another good
David
swing
Price
to keep
opted
it
out.
going.
I don't know how Julio Urias is doing, but Kershaw's also not
Another
getting any
0-2
older.
coming.
Bueller's actually a little banged up right
And
now.
he's got another one.
I don't know.
13 strikeouts
13 Ks
now
through
in
6. If that pitching staff still had Hinge and Ryu, it's over.
bottom
you
of
know.
the 6th inning now.
Kershaw,
Standing
Ryu,
in is the
Price,
veteran outfielder,
the
Rendell
center fielder.
Pritchard.
May or
Randall.
Urias.
Shaded a bit to left
think
center on the
Richard.
first pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left.
They stuck with Bueller for the
Into
6th.
the home
Grichuk takes
bullpen
the lead.
for a home run. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger
Your
brings the
attention,
total up
please.
to 5 for the game
Now
so
pitching
far.
for the
Amazing
Knickerballer.
stuff today, guys.
Number
Bruce Starr,
48.
Yeah,
good
Dan, this
throw.
doesn't make
Bruce
sense.
Starr,
It's absolutely freezing
Rock'n'roll.
outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's
Come on,
box.
Travis, you gotta
This
get out of the box
offensive
on those,
team is
man. I want you to go
driving
for
balls out
2.
of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, Hero. You would think under these
Now look at that
conditions
throw was
it would be
offline.
all in favor
But
of
they'll
the
credit that a
pitchers.
double, not an
That
error.
has been anything but the case so
Now
far in
batting.
this one.
Number 44.
Rowdy Tellez, the next
Bats
to
really
bat.
came alive with the dingers, it looks
Yeah,
like.
some guys have
Shaw
the
has
ability
one,
to rise the
Tellez has
occasion,
one.
while some guys shrink away when it matters.
There's a
Oh,
swing
no, Travis,
and a
run,
high
run.
drive into left center field.
Oh, it's gone. Don't matter. 2-run shot for Rowdy Tellez, his 2nd of the game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Loving this.
At
Now
the
batting.
plate,
McDonald's
Vladimir
style.
Third
Guerrero
baseman.
Jr.
Oh, let's
there
go,
it goes.
gentlemen.
In the air to
Let
left
the kids
center.
play.
You can
That's
forget
Vladdy.
about this one. Back-to-back home runs.
Tellez and Guerrero back to back. Let the kids play.
Ladies
Caleb
and gentlemen,
Ferguson
your
has called the
attention,
pitch
please.
here, and he'll try to
Now
sort this
pitching
mess
for
out.
Los
He's going
Angeles.
to try to
There's an
at
RBI
least
in this
eat a
Number
couple of innings
64.
for his guys.
Caleb
At the plate now,
Ferguson.
Reese McGuire.
Reese,
Second X on the
a.k.a.
first pitch
Mark
with a fly ball
McGuire,
to center.
has been one of the biggest, if
Right
not the
there,
biggest
one
surprise
down.
of this postseason run.
now batting.
So the lineup flips
The second
over and
baseman.
digging in.
Well,
Calvin Biggio.
I was expecting
Bounce
Kevin to
back,
do
Biggio.
okay.
Striking
so
out
I'm
his
not
last time up.
necessarily discredit what he did either, but
Now a drive out to left center field.
because Cavan's probably postseason MVP at this
He
rate.
takes the turn and heads for second.
I'll hold him at 2nd.
And he'll reach
Definitely
second now with one away.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a
The
tough
right
matchup,
fielder,
but
number
he
13.
stays in there, keeps that
Lourdes.
front shoulder closed.
Lourdes
and
has a
just
dinger.
brings the
Yeah.
pitch for a two-bagger. Nice job.
Lourdes has 2 dingers. That was a
In
hanger.
the air and a ball that he got every stitch of as that one
11 to
without a
1.
doubt, is gone.
2nd of the game for Lourdes, and the kids came to play. Ooh, Bo's got the hat trick. That's not good.
The batter, number
Now,
11.
Bo Bichette.
Shortstop, Bo.
But that's a hanger, so we'll go back to back.
Left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Lourdes and Bo, and we are just going off. The kids certainly came to play today. Lourdes has one, Vlad has one, Cavan has one, Bo has one, Randall has one, Shaw has one, Teoscar has one. Or not Teoscar, I meant Teles. Teles has two.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Fouled off.
Reese McGuire and Teoscar Hernandez are the only ones in this lineup to not have a home run. Third pitcher of the inning is another sinker baller.
Fly ball into straightaway left. Peterson has a read
No, sorry,
on it.
fourth pitcher of the inning. Walker Buehler did throw in
And he
one
brings
pitch.
it in for the second out of the inning.
And we batted around because he threw. Walker Buehler started the sixth inning by throwing one
Taking
pitch
it
to
in,
Randall
trying
Grichuk, and he put it in the seats.
Randall
The center
Grichuk
fielder.
is working on a
Randall.
1-2 game so far.
I think 50's back
Grichuk.
on the board, and 100 might be on the board
From the
too.
stretch, here's the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. Pollock is there to
Shifts.
make the catch and mercifully.
Blew it the fuck open though.
Next
From 5
for the
to 1 to
Dodgers,
12
Kike
to 1.
Hernandez. He leads off this
Leading
half
off
inning
for
in
the
what they
Dodgers.
hope will be a rebuttal
second
to all
baseman,
those runs they
Kike
just gave up.
And I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runs
Your
back
ass
right
down
here.
along with
Just
Biglio.
getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something
I got the
together.
count.
Behind 0-2 now. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Infield
The left
shifted
fielder,
well
number
to the right.
31.
Here's the first pitch.
Jock.
Jock Peterson
0-1.
is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will
Smith
Counts 1-0.
stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Popped him up. Guerrero is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Trying to
Mayor.
pick things up
Leading
where
up
we left
for
off.
Toronto,
Travis Shaw,
the first
2
baseman,
for 3 with a home run
Travis
and a double. First
Shaw.
delivery to him on the way.
Ooh. That's
Trinan
not a
has good
sinker, and I timed it
reputation
better.
for preventing the long
very
ball.
circumstantial,
One
but
swing can
that
change the
location can be a
complexion
home
of the
run
ball
location.
game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective
Through
as
that
he
hole.
is. They haven't
Nice.
played
We'll take hits
perfectly
any way we
as
can get
it's
'em.
hit on the ground. And diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
now batting, number 44.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as
Oh, Rowdy
Swinging a
Tellez
shot hit
just
down
missing
corner.
the history book
And
for
that's
that
going to
one.
wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And
Ooh.
fouls this one off.
That little late cut to the other way. If that one was coming, if that was a two-seamer coming in, or I mean, no, two-seamers and sinkers go the same way, I believe. But if that were coming
He's ready.
in a little
Here's
bit,
the 0-2 pitch. Another one
that
sent
tailed
foul.
away at the last second.
Shaw
And just
gets his
stopped
lead
that
at
one from
first.
being
Nobody
stolen.
out. Now
Ooh,
here's a
never
swing
mind. Rowdy
by
Tellez is still
Tellez
making
as he
history
gets a
books.
lot of this one
His
out to
third
deep
home run of
right
the game.
field. Gone!
And all of a sudden, Rowdy Tellez is going to be World Series MVP.
Well, you have a great night in hockey, score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick, but how about hitting 3 home
Another
runs?
Now
home run
batting.
for this team.
That's
Third
the
baseman.
baseball
play.
equivalent of a hat trick,
Vladimir
and that's awfully hard to do.
Into the
Guerrero.
box now. Vladimir
Same with that
Guerrero
pitch, if it didn't
Jr.
have that last second
Pollock
tail
takes the
coming
lead
back
on it,
inside,
and he hauls it in
if
for
that
the
stayed
first
where
out
it was
of the
initially
inning.
coming in, I bet
Now
you that's
batting.
back to back.
Number 10.
Now in the box, Reese McGuire. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch.
Damn it,
Popped him up.
Reese.
Hernandez is there. 2 gone.
At least we get the righty against Cavan, even if it is a single.
The
ball.
batter, number 8.
And now back to the
Second
leadoff spot
baseman,
in the Blue Jays lineup.
Cavan.
Stepping in, Cavan Biggio.
Biggio.
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first
Ooh.
pitch. And fouled
See, now,
away.
if that one was a sinker, that might have been good. Because the way it was tailing. And it would have been a little bit slower, so I would not have been late on it.
The 0-1 pitch. fouled away.
Son of a bitch. I'm geared up for sinkers now all of a sudden. And I hate that about this.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Bases are empty.
If that's a
here with
four-seamer, I
two
get
men
jammed and probably pop that right up.
Pollock is there, and he'll make the catch to retire.
All right, Hyunjin Ryu, thank
Ready
you for
to
your
begin
service.
the
We're going to go to
eighth,
Sam
and
Gaviglio
standing in the outfield
for the last
AJ
2
Pollock.
innings.
Sam Gaviglio has been summoned
Gaviglio,
from the
sorry,
bullpen as he'll
calling
do
him
so to
Gaviglio.
start
Your
the
attention,
eighth.
please.
No balls
Either way.
and 1 strike.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 43,
Swinging
Sam
strike, and now it's 0-2.
Gaviglio.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game
Former
to square
bullpen
up.
arm
Just
anyways.
a heavy sinker with
But he
good
earned the
downward
right to
action.
pitch in the World Series at one point or another because of how well he did in the starting rotation
And
this
another
year.
foul ball.
And then he unfortunately gets
He was
bumped.
looking for a swing and a miss breaker
Tanner
right there,
Roark
but
and Nate
left
Pearson,
that one in the
which
zone
I
that got
sort
fouled
of
off.
understand.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. First pitch coming.
Now
Here it
batting.
is.
Third
It's been
baseman,
a rough night at the yard for him.
Justin.
That's 3 times
15
he's gone
combined
down on
strikeouts,
strikes
though.
in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Waved at
No
and
ball,
missed, and
2
he's
strikes.
behind 0-2. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far.
16
And he
combined
strikes
strikeouts.
him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
now batting, designated hitter,
Mookie Betts
Mookie.
is 2
It's
away
an absolute
now.
Yeah.
crime, and
0-1.
it's asinine that Mookie Betts
Called
is
strike
DH.
1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And right into the shift. Reined in. Throw in
Got it.
time, and the
Gaviglio.
side is retired. This
Ladies
Dylan
and gentlemen,
Floro enters
your
now in a
attention,
mop-up
please.
Another
role,
sinker
but
baller.
she'll try to
Now
keep the
pitching
deficit
for the
right where it
Dodgers.
is.
number 51,
Ready to take
Dylan
his hacks again.
Floro.
Lourdes Gurriel as he'll look to follow
Lourdes
up
with
a
his
two-run
second home
homer
run of the
he
game.
launched over the
Says,
wall
"Fuck
last
your
time up."
sinker.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this.
Yeah, we're definitely back in
And
play.
outta
Oh, it's
here.
3rd of the game,
And I
sorry.
mean by plenty.
Rowdy
That
Tellez
ball
and Lourdes
was
Gurriel. We
crushed.
just made history
You
there.
got to be kidding me right here. To hit 3 home runs in any game is special.
2 guys having
To
3
do it
homer
in a
games
World
in the same
Series,
World Series
That's
game.
monumental.
Considering it's
The
very
batter,
rare to have
number
3 home
11.
World Series games,
Shortstop.
that 2 guys do it in the same game on the same team.
The Panda Man out in
Yeah.
San Francisco. These are special moments.
Peterson has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
now batting, the left
Teoscar's
fielder,
only
Stepping
going to
in
hit
and ready
this
for
game.
the
It's
Chaos
kind of
shot.
unfortunate
Teoscar
for him.
Hernandez. It was a
Hernandez.
flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB.
Go figure. I have all
Certainly
these
just
home runs.
missed
My
it.
cleanup hitter
With
doesn't
this
even have
guy's
so much
big
as a hit.
power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
There you go. You joined the hit column. at
Left
least.
center base hit.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that
Up next for
that
the
ball
Blue
looked
Jays,
like it was extra
the
bases
center
all the
fielder,
way, but they were able
Randall.
to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many
Cricket.
times I would agree. I'd love to hear you.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to
He's
left
jogging
center
there.
field.
Oh, he's not.
Goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Grichuk with his second of the game.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it,
Bet
and
you
he
Mookie
might
Betts
tell
makes
you
that
he
play.
should have had it,
Not
but
to
he
polish
just
the bat
couldn't bring
fielder,
it back into
but
the
Mookie's
yard.
better fielder.
Sometimes
Your attention,
it's a
please.
game of inches, folks.
Now
Another
pitching
left-hander
for the
sinker
Dodgers,
baller.
So they'll
number
make a matchup
75,
move here and bring on a
Scott
southpaw to face
Alexander.
the left-handed hitter due up. So digging in next will be
Travis Shaw is the mayor. He doesn't give a shit if you're left-handed. Back to back. For Shaw with his second of the
making
game.
a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you
Rowdy
one
Tellez
thing.
had a shot to
That
etch
was
his
now
name in his
batting.
what
own
he had in
category.
mind.
44.
First pitch, and it was out of here.
Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Back goes Pollock.
Yep.
At the track.
3 in a row, and Rowdy Tellez with his
Gone.
4th home run of the
You gotta
game.
be kidding me. Back-to-back home runs.
Grichuk, Shaw,
Solo
Tellez.
shot to right
Back
center.
to back to
His
back.
Fourth in the ball
4th of the game for
as they
Tellez.
just
First time in
continue to
postseason or
pour it
World
on
Series
here.
history. We have a 4-homer game. And we already have our World Series MVP.
Well, there are good
He hit
days,
more home
and
runs
then
in this
there
game
are
than some
great
people do in
days.
the
When
entire
you hit 4
postseason.
home runs in a game, I
He
think
hit
you
more
can say
home runs
that's a
this
great
game than
Now
some
batting.
teams
This has
do in
been
an
an
entire
incredible
World
baseman.
Series.
watch.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Back goes Peterson.
No, I didn't.
Track.
4 in a row.
Gone. Open up the record books.
Let the kids play.
To back home run.
Second for Vlad.
So
Grichuk,
shot here
Shaw,
to left center field
Tellez, Vlad. We don't give a
as
fuck
this
if you
lead
bring in a
got
lefty
even
with a
wider.
sinker.
What an awesome moment for this team right here. That's the 4th home run in a row. There's a
Your
fight at the
attention,
bat
please.
rack right now.
It's another
Guys are
left-handed
chomping
single
at the
baller.
bit to get up at the plate.
Number 56, Adam.
So with a left-handed hitter
Solera.
waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Into the box, Reese McGuire. Swung on, and this
Mark
one's
McGuire
driven
almost
in
came
the
back
air
for a
as
second.
well to deep right field.
I was going to say, if Mark McGuire goes
Not in
deep here,
time, and he's
that
in
leaves
there for the
Teoscar's the
double.
only one without a home run. I would have been
Sometimes
pissed.
when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to
Now
get that
batting,
first strike
second
so
baseman,
bad that he serves
Captain.
one up,
I'll
and
take a double.
that's exactly what
Video.
happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Like that?
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Yeah,
This
man,
is
it's hard to
just
stay
lacking
focused on the game when the score
100 is
the
definitely on
fielder
the
is
board.
out of
Number
hand,
13.
especially when
Lourdes has a
the
chance
losing
to-
side
oh my
of it.
God, no.
Even as
Goody hell.
broadcasters, it can be a little bit
Just missed
A
it.
swing and a
No, I
drive
didn't.
sent out toward the gap. Back
It's
goes
gone.
Peterson. Still ranging back.
Lourdes and
See
Tellez
you
with
later.
4 homer
Over the
games.
wall, a home
Unbelievable.
run.
I don't think that's ever happened ever. A single game where 2 players on the same team at 4 home runs, let alone in the same World
So a
Series game.
two-run shot to left center is 4th in the ballgame as the blowout
Ladies and
continues.
gentlemen, your
Jake
attention,
McGee
please.
Another lefty
is on the
sinker
pitch
baller.
now,
Now
hoping
pitching
for
for
better
the
results
Dodgers.
than the other arms
Number
that they've run
41,
out there in this one.
Jake
Stepping in
McGee.
now, Bo Bichette.
Almost straight for
Now
taking
another
P2 at
one
point.
hit
That's
deep
not
to
fun.
left. Back goes Peterson on the warning track. He makes the
All right,
catch.
Teoscar. You got to hit at least. So
Now
everyone has to hit
batting,
this game.
left fielder.
Stepping
Hey,
in,
Oscar.
Oscar Hernandez.
Boy, would I
And
love
Jack.
blue and
on
deep
a
right now.
1-for-5 effort so far. McGee comes set. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, okay. At least
No
you didn't
balls
pop
and a
out.
strike to count.
Boy, we really cranked it up these last 2 games. This game specifically. Holy shit.
Here comes the 0-1.
All right, hey, I'll
That's
take
a
it.
base hit into left field. 2-out success means Randall Grichuk will bat this inning.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's
Now
a better
batting,
foot slide.
center
fielder.
Usually those are
Randall.
kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it
Grichuk.
off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Here's Randall Grichuk. Runners on the move for second. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
It's hard to steal bases when every pitch is going to be in the strike zone and I'm going to swing it from the strike
He's
zone.
on the move again from first. Hit high and deep
That's
out to
uncommon.
left field.
Oh my God, it is.
And this ball is gone.
Randall
No
Grichuk with
chance
his
to
third of the
make a
game.
play on that one.
Obviously, the bright lights and added pressure of the postseason don't intimidate him at all.
Now
That's his
batting,
3rd home
the
run
first
of the
baseman,
game. I mean,
Travis.
have a game.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Fouled off. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete
I
the
can't
cycle.
believe this. I'm going to freak the fuck out if Rowdy can get up again.
Now the 0-1.
Like, even just getting an at-bat after having 4 home runs already is going to be insane, but I think this is where the line finally stops, and I'm fine with it. I mean, this much.
Here's a fly ball, well hit.
Shut the
Back
fuck
goes
up.
Pollock at the track, the wall, and it's out of here. Back to
3rd
back,
home run of the game
two-out
for
home
Travis
runs.
Shaw.
Well, the ball's been flying all over the place in this game.
Your
but
attention,
most of the
please.
They had to go to
fireworks
Kenley.
have come from
Now
him.
pitching for
Rowdy
the
Tellez has
Dodgers.
4 home runs this
Long
game.
ball.
Number
What a game.
74.
Kenley Jansen,
Kenley
6'5" right-hander,
Jansen.
takes over on the mound. To the plate now, Rowdy Tellez. He swings
Oh, my God.
and crushes it.
Rowdy Tellez.
Oh my, there is no doubt
5
about
home runs,
this
1 game.
And they've done it again. Back to
True
back
history.
to back home
Never in a
runs.
single game has this happened.
Solo shot to right center. His 5th in this game as they just
That's Schoolboy Q.
continue to pour it on here.
That's cool, like you. All sorts of history.
That's it. I'm out of here. 5 home runs in 1 game. That's insane. Couple of things I know for sure. He needs to buy a lottery ticket on the way home from the ballpark and keep his phone on at all times. Cooperstown should be calling.
Holy shit.
Now batting,
We've put up
The third
13 runs
baseman.
this inning.
Vladimir
Standing in now, Vladimir
Jr.
Guerrero Jr. Swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. 2 home runs already to his name in this one. And
so
we'll
150, like 100 runs scored
again.
and 50 home runs is definitely in play.
And he fouls this one off.
Okay, I got 27 runs. Oh my god. I can't believe Travis Shaw went deep. Or Rowdy Tellez for a fifth time.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's another one that's drilled.
That one.
This one to left. Back goes Peterson. And he
That
makes a nice catch on the track. Cody
I had it around 1.5 times. How many home runs do I have this game? In this game alone, I have 1, 2, okay. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 14, 19
home runs. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally.
Taking so long.
The 0-1.
We hit more home runs in this game than the Dodgers will score in this entire series. Hell, I wouldn't even be surprised if we hit more home runs this game than they will have hits in this entire series. This is what I'm here for when I do beginner mode. Up until these 2 games,
He takes something
I thought that this postseason run was fine, but 50 might not be in play. 100 might not be in play.
The first baseman, Max.
I can easily say both of those have probably already happened now.
1-1 to the Dodgers' first baseman. 1 out, nobody on. Changed things up.
19 home runs as a team.
1-2 now.
That's so fucked.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to
Gavilio
first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
I cannot wait
The batter,
to check
number
look
5.
at the final stats
Short
for this
Here it
offseason.
comes.
Corey Seager.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Fielded cleanly.
Got him.
Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue
We just
Jays
outscored the Dodgers
held serve
by
here
26
at home.
in this game.
They take games 1 and 2 of this
They're
series.
not going to score 26
as
runs.
this one is
series,
over.
let alone 13.
So the Blue
We
Jays
scored 13
are
winning.
halfway to a World Series championship, guys.
Oh boy, what is this?
Yeah, another impressive win puts them up 2-0 as this fall classic will shift to a new venue now. They will certainly enjoy their day of rest as they have to gear it up again for Game 3.
And now, what about the Dodgers?
Man, they're facing some long odds, having to win 4 of 5 now, Matty V. But if they could just grind out a win in Game 3, the math would start to look a little bit better. I look for them to gather themselves and to come out swinging in the next couple of days.
Let's go down to the field with Heidi Watney for a report on what she took away from her talks with the players. Heidi? Striding in.
After that game,
a fly out.
Give us the
and a
rings
single
now.
for him
It's
so
already
far.
over. Sinker baller.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to
Opposite
deep right
field.
center field.
Dinger.
Gone to lead off the inning.
Here come the kids again.
Man, that's not very nice. You come in from the bullpen and you get greeted with a bomb. He's going to have to
50s in play, 100s in play. Hell,
Randall.
50s in play for this series at this rate. 27 in game 2. I don't remember how much we put up in game 1. 50 runs scored, I should say.
Middle, and that's a base hit.
Half of those runs are going to come from this series.
This guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that
Now
the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Teoscar's getting hits, and I don't care if he doesn't get home runs. He's getting hits. I just want production.
Any big leaguer can have
He hits
their
home runs.
moment mid-May,
That's
but to
fucking
do
awesome.
it when it gets
But if he
cold
gets hits,
outside means
that's
everything.
good. That's
A
fine.
hit and 2
That's
at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Get the average up. If you're not going to get it over the fence, just get it not in the gloves.
High in the air out to center field. Pollock has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
My nose unblocked.
The batter.
So striding
right
in,
fielder.
Lourdes Gurriel.
Lourdes
He drove in 2 with a
Gurriel.
double in his last at-bat.
Feel bad for Rowdy
give me a
Tellez,
repeat
who's not going
performance
to
of
be
that
playing in these
last
games
double.
now.
With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
But it's funny because he's only going to play in 2 games and still probably finish his World Series
That
MVP,
retires the side.
which is fine.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up
Leading
the
up
outfielder,
for the
Cody
Dodgers.
Bellinger.
Things
The
not
left
looking
fielder.
very good so far in
Jody.
this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down
Bellinger.
by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
That wasn't.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone,
No,
and
no,
he's
Lourdes
really
last out, so that's
kept
fifth.
these
That's
hitters
6,
off
7, and 8
balance.
to up.
And he'll take it to the bag
The batter,
himself
number
for the
5. Shortstop.
Infield shifted well to
Corey.
the right. Here's
No.
the first pitch.
Seager.
Corey Seager is in for.
That was my lineup. Bo was batting second. They had a lefty start, that's why. So I do have 6, 7,
The
8.
third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
It was a lefty that started, that's why.
Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He can bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And a fastball
Like
swung
said,
on
you
and
were
missed as he
mean to
just
hitters,
reared
you know
back
that. You're
there.
just
2
mean
away.
to
Now
hitters.
batting.
Pitch coming. Here
The
it is.
first baseman.
Max
Matt.
Muncy is in for the third time
Hold
as
on,
he
the
swings
count.
and
Even if your
misses at
strikeout
that one.
numbers
It's
are low
nothing
this
in
game,
1.
you are still being
This guy loves
mean
to drop the
hitters.
head on those pitches down
No
and
balls,
in.
2
I'm
strikes.
shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump
I went
ahead
in there,
and
I
get away
stayed in
with it.
there. I built a home
Can't
in
quite
there.
get around in time to keep it fair,
About to
and it
take him out
remains
down in
0-2.
there.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
No, that's low.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
And
knows
it's fouled away. We're in the 6th
I'm trying
inning
to
here
just
in
get out
a
of this inning
3-1
and
ball
pull
game.
sack after this at bat.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Hard hit towards center. Gritcha will get there, and he puts it
go.
away to retire.
I gotta warm someone up in the pen.
Ladies
Caleb
and gentlemen,
Ferguson is
your
on to
attention,
pitch from the
please.
bullpen now to start
Now
inning number
pitching
7.
for
Not
the
Jordan
Dodgers.
Romano.
Number
Coming to the
64.
plate now, Danny
Caleb
Jansen. He's hitless in his 2
Ferguson.
at-bats
Depends on how
so
this inning
far.
goes.
Back up the middle. Ah, way to
Fuck you,
get
Corey
dirty.
Seager.
He's up with it.
Got
The
it.
Fuck you,
throw.
Corey Seager.
It's there, and he's out. And that's a huge play
The
to
first
keep the
baseman,
leadoff
number
man
6.
off base.
Travis Shaw.
He brought in a
Infield
damn
in the
lefty, too, so
overshift
if I do
here
get the
now. The
pinch
pitch.
hit.
Travis Shaw.
This
One
inning, I don't know
one
who
away
I'll
now
use.
as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. He's got it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Ready once again,
Vladimir
Vladimir Guerrero
Guerrero
Jr. He was a
Jr.
ground out victim last time up.
Damn
Swing
it.
and a ground
That
ball
should have been
to
in the
third.
seats. If this were game 2, that's in the seats.
Throw on to
He's
Muncy,
out.
gets him,
That 8th
and
inning
with that
specifically.
they'll
All right.
end the.
That's fine, actually. I'm actually happier about this.
So
'Cause
digging
now
in
I'm gonna
now,
go to
Will Smith. He's
Anything
over
fast,
2 in
actually.
the ball game so far.
The
First
catcher.
offering on its way.
Well,
Swing
Keep
and a
little
miss on
songs up
Skinner.
on the
Nothing in 1.
your attention, please.
Bobby Cox always used to
Now
say, I'm going to
pitching
put
for
you in
Toronto.
This is
positions
good
to be
because
successful.
they will, unless they double
Against
switch,
a
they will most
modern-day
likely be
bullpen,
pinch hitting this thing
easier
as
said
well.
than done.
Fuck
These
Will
guys
Smith,
are
thank you very
throwing
much.
flames from all arm angles.
So he sets him down
The
swinging.
batter number
Will
14.
Smith is retired
Second
for the
baseman.
first out in the
0-1
bottom
PK.
half of the 7th inning.
Hernandez.
Stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Nate Pearson up in the pen. I wish I could have Nate
Now
Pearson
pitch.
start game 4 instead of Roark. Just
Slow
to give Pearson
roller
a
down
slice
the
of
third
pie
base
before
line.
the game started.
But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a
waste pitch, I
non-competitive
suppose.
off-speed
Stop
pitch.
fucking
Got to do
around.
better to at least entice the swing.
Oh,
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
come on, dude. It's 12 o'clock. Get this shit done. These at-bats are what pissing me off. Like, obviously, if I'm going to take a long time and put up a lot of offense, that's fine. But this shit is annoying. 10th pitch of the at-bat. Congratulations, Kike. You've earned your way on base.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Are you kidding me?
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Now
There you
a
go.
fastball
Perfect.
runs
Hernandez.
inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Your attention,
Chris
please.
Taylor will come on to
Hitting
pinch
for
hit
the
here in
Dodgers.
a big spot.
Number 3.
Now that's popped up.
Chris
Big pop-up.
Taylor.
Shaw is under it. 2 gone.
The mayor.
He's ready. Here's
The
the first
center
offering.
fielder, number 11.
Is in with 2 away now as he
AJ.
looks at a called strike 1.
Pollard.
Pulled high in the air out to left
Good job,
field.
Anthony Bass.
Hernandez is under it. and he
Hernandez.
makes the
I
catch
like the way he
for
says his last name.
Ladies and
Scott
gentlemen,
Alexander.
your
Summoned
attention,
from the
please.
bullpen as he'll do
Now
so to
pitching
start the
for the
8th.
Dodgers. Number 75.
Rowdy
Pinch hitting for the
Tellez
Blue
is
Jays.
going to be asked to get things
Number
going here as a
44.
lead off the top of the 8th. Big swing, but he just gets
Not
a
only that,
piece
but
of
it's
it.
a lefty
Strike
sinker
1.
baller.
Alexander has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play
Of course,
initiative.
this whole lineup
Toward
really,
right
like,
center
for the most
field.
part, isn't
Pollock
as good
has
against
a read
lefties
on
as they
it.
are righties. The only exceptions are Randall
Makes
and
the
Teoscar.
play, 1 away.
Kevin, Poe. No, Lourdes is better against lefties.
The batter.
So,
The second baseman. Kevin Biggio.
3 out of 9 isn't necessarily good.
Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Biggio. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Danny Jansen's better too, but he's on a platoon, so it doesn't really count. That's what, 4 out of 10?
Ready
11.
with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he
I
fouls
want to
this
count
one off.
Vogelbach in that too. 'Cause he
8th
was on
inning
a
of this
platoon.
low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score.
I don't know. I guess that's not too bad, but
Right side defense aligned perfectly. Reined in. Throw
it's a
gets
significant
it,
difference.
2
So
down.
like Cavan's got almost 90 power against righties. Bo's not
Now
bad
batting,
against
Bo
lefties. Bo's
Bichette
better against
will
righties.
stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle
And the same
innings.
could be said
This was
for.
a
Well, that's the thing
turning
too.
point
Teoscar
here.
and Randall
A
are
solo
both
home
good hitters
run that
against
was
righties
really
too.
one of the key at-bats
So it's
of
not
the
like
ball
it's an
game to this
exclusive
point.
thing.
Popped into the air, back behind second. Hernandez
I realized I fucked up.
will put this one away, and the side is
If this
retired.
stays a save opportunity, I want to go to. I'm gonna go to Wilmer Font.
Your
Wilmer
attention,
Font
please.
is on to pitch out of
Now
the
pitching
bullpen in
for
the
the
bottom
Blue
half of the
Should have
8th.
Barucki in right
Number
now, but
63. Wilmer.
Ready to
Font.
deliver. Here's the first pitch. Justin
0-1's the
Turner
count.
started to
Sure,
go
Wilmer.
around, but it's a called strike. 0-1.
Ah, shit.
And he
Bellinger's
falls
gonna be
behind
behind 0-2. I
0-2.
should have really gone to Barucki.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him on the good
Go to the
slider
righty to
there.
get rid of the
Swung
first
on
two in
and
front,
missed
because
as he's down
Turner
on
would be really good
strikes
against
for the
lefties.
second time tonight.
Mookie's
Now
First
batting.
pitch
Right
on its
fielder.
way.
really
Mookie.
good.
And it's fouled away.
Bet.
Another one
I had
fouled
too
off,
caught up
and
in my
he's
own
quickly
bullshit
behind
thinking that this would be
0-2.
a save opportunity.
Now the pitch.
Totally ruled out the
And
idea
this
that it
is
could
lifted
possibly be
high in
one.
the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched.
Good hustle, Travis.
The 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out
Good
as
pitching,
well.
Homer.
So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, left fielder,
Skied into
Cody.
straightaway
Wilmer,
right.
boy.
Bellinger.
Gurriel is there, and he'll make the catch to
I know
retire.
they'll do.
Your
Adam
attention,
Kolarek
please.
enters from the pen
Now
to start
pitching
the
for
9th
the
inning
Dodgers.
as he'll try to keep the score
Number
right where it
56.
is heading to the bottom of the
Adam
9th.
Kolarek.
Left the sinker.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field.
Gone.
Going back is the left
Grichuk.
fielder. Gone.
They bring in the lefty, and he
To
said, I don't give
lead
a
off
shit if
the
you're a
inning.
pitcher.
They still have the bottom of the 9th to try and stage a comeback, but one thing that's not
Now,
coming
3-run
back
lead is pretty
is
nice.
this blast to extend the lead to 3. Nice
Now
knowing
batting,
you've got some room for
the left
error,
fielder,
especially on the road.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's
I don't know if
belted
that's
out
gonna get
toward
out the other
deep
way.
center
Oh, it is.
field.
Back to back.
And
Grichuk,
off the
Teoscar.
batter's eye for a home run.
They brought in a lefty.
An impressive shot to dead center field.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same
Now
inning.
batting,
Watch
right
yourself.
fielder,
You're missing over the heart of the plate.
In now,
Gurriel.
Lourdes Gurriel. Fouled off. He's
Lourdes
1
goes
for
deep
2
here,
in
then
this
Rowdy
one.
Tellez is going to have some competition for that MVP crown for the World Series at least. Postseason, it's up for grabs now at this rate. Cavan kind of cooled
On
off.
its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Yep.
Swings and crushes it. Oh my! There
I think
is
Lourdes
no
might have just put
doubt
himself
about
out for
this
both
one.
MVPs,
And they've
actually.
done it again. Back to back to back.
3 in a
home
row.
run.
455. Should not have brought in a lefty against my
A
fucking...
solo shot
the
here
3
to
guys
left
who are
is
good against
6
Your
to
attention,
this
please.
series, and it's now
Now
a
pitching
6 to
for
1
the
ball
Dodgers.
game.
I think right now it's
Up
Lourdes.
next
Number
is
51.
Danny Jansen.
Another
Gillis.
single baller.
As he pops the
Loro.
first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, and this is also
That's not
hit
even
well.
close to getting
Out
out.
to deep center.
Oh, wow, it actually did get close. Right to
And
the
he's
ball.
going to have room to
That
put
didn't
this
sound
one
like it was
away,
going far
and
at
that's the first out.
The batter, the first baseman.
Now at the plate, Travis
Travis
Shaw. He got on top
Shaw.
of one and was a ground out victim last time. There's a swing and a high deep drive
missed that
headed
one.
for the right field corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Into the windup, here
Hitless.
comes the 0-1. And he
Travis
fouls
Shaw's
this
hit
one
this
off.
It's kind of unfortunate.
3 runs already home here. Oh, this is hit hard towards
Through the
second.
shift.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And boy, Travis Shaw.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been
done.
fooled
Now
right
batting.
there, but he was
Vlad's
able to
at
keep his
third base.
hands back and
Vladimir
scramble a good pitch
Guerrero
for a base hit.
Jr.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero
Let's change
Jr.
that. Stay fair, stay
Now a
fair, stay
rocket
fair, stay
deep
fair.
down the
Thank
line
you.
and
Ground
left.
rule double.
And that'll
We'll take
get
that.
over the wall. So forget
Pinch hit.
about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
When you play in this
Against
Your
my better
attention,
judgment.
fences are shorter,
Pinch hitting
this
for
is
the Blue
going to
Jays.
happen more often than
Number
any other
20.
ballparks.
Daniel Vogelback.
Here's a swing, and oh man!
Glad I did that. Long 3-run home run for
Way
Daniel
outta
Vogelbach.
here.
446.
Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today.
The
That's
kids
the
are still here
5th
to play.
ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Now pitching for
Yeah,
the
Matty
Dodgers.
V, how about this, D-Row? If you
Number
come to watch
41.
Sinker
offense,
baller.
you
Jake.
pick the
Jake
right
McGee,
game
another
to
guy
come
on the
and
straight
sit.
for
Muggy.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Jake McGee.
No, I think that was
comes
last
on
game
now,
when we
hoping
had
for
19
better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Now batting.
Stepping in,
Shortstop.
Bo Bichette.
Bo
Went deep earlier, and he's
Bichette.
2 for 4 to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap
In
in
that
left
gap.
center. That gets down, and he's got
I'll take it
himself
still.
a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the
Now I
outfield defense playing so deep that
Now batting.
that ball looked
The
like it
center
was
fielder,
extra bases all
Randall
the way, but they were able to
Grichuk.
cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can...
And the third baseman is there to make the catch.
All right, we'll go Baraki now.
Your
Ryan
attention,
Baraki,
please.
the 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 56.
Next up for Los Angeles, Corey Seager will
Baraki.
lead things off here in the ninth with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now
So this is 36 runs scored between games 2 and 3.
Muncy.
So that means I would need... I don't know how many score I scored in game 1.
Good reputation for preventing the long ball. One
imagine it
swing
was at
can
least
change
4.
the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in
Probably at
late,
least
but he
10
rarely
runs in
lets
game
that
4
happen.
if I want
Part
to
of
score
what
50
makes him
runs
as
in just
effective as he
this
is.
series.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this.
Vlad with the defense.
Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
You know what I should have done, actually?
Standing in, Will Smith. He could really use a knock here. 0
I
for
should have
3
had,
in the game so far.
Tellez start at first
Ready with the first pitch. Here it
against
comes.
lefties.
2 out, nobody on.
Oh well. It's probably going to be righty on the mound tomorrow anyways.
Rounded to the right.
Ooh, I should have dove for that.
This will get through into right. He's aboard with a single.
The batter,
Yeah, so Tellez fell
Into the
back
box
to the
now,
uh,
Kike Hernandez.
short end of the stick.
She'll go after the first pitch to him and
Hernandez.
comes up empty. It's strike
Probably would have been
one.
World Series MVP.
Good pitch as this
I got
is
the count.
swung on
Oh,
and
entry.
missed,
Had
and
he
now
started
they're
all
down
4
to
games,
perhaps
but-
their final strike of the evening. Swing and a miss.
one more
He
game to
struck
go.
him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. So the Blue Jays are 1 win away from a sweep of this
The
fall
Rays are
classic,
4.5
guys.
up.
Yeah, it's been totally
Nails.
one-sided so far, Matt.
They
A
take
bit
the
more of
season
the
series
same,
versus
and
the Yankees.
they'll be
week
raising the
2.
trophy. It's
Love
all
that. Hopefully
working
the
for
Rays
this
win the
team
East.
right now.
And now, what about the Dodgers?
I'd love it if the Yankees don't make it at all, but I think they're like the
Well, here's the
6th
bad
seed
news.
right now.
No team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to win a World Series. It's been done in the ALCS, so we know it's not impossible. But before they start entertaining miracles, they got to see if they can just win 1 game.
For a report on this club's outlook heading into Game 4, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, the overarching sentiment from this team is that tonight is the night. Talking with the players earlier, the sense of excitement in them was palpable.
Dustin May on the mound still. Sinker baller.
Cliche talk about not looking ahead or treating
Right,
this game
starter.
like any other. No, they were adamant that they are ready to
Bo
see
has
this
come
World Series
alive.
and celebrate.
Another
We'll see if
dinger.
that confidence leads them to the
3-0.
pinnacle of the sport later this evening.
And that one is gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base.
One of the best players in all of baseball.
Stings, sure, but a
Teoscar
solo
with a
shot
2-run
isn't
shot
all
earlier.
that
Love that
exciting.
for him.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now.
He swings and lines it to left.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Bo didn't have a hit
Hey, this guy's
until
having a
Game
big
2
series.
of the
Now that
ALCS.
looks like
I don't
to me
think.
that the moment
Randall
isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He
Or
looks
Game 4 of
terrific.
the ALDS.
Absolutely postseason monster
I don't
right
remember.
here, having a huge series.
Or no, it was Game.
Can have their
I don't remember.
moment
Bo Bichette was
mid-May, but to
struggling
do it when it gets cold
until
outside means everything.
the
Over to
LCS,
Muncy,
like
and they
halfway
double
through,
him up.
I believe.
Now batting. The first
Riding
baseman.
into the box,
Travis
Shaw. He was
Shaw.
retired via the ground
I
ball
love
last time up.
what he's been able to do
And
since
it's
then.
fouled away.
I'm a little mad because imagine
3
what his
runs,
numbers
4
could have
hits,
been
and no
if he
errors
just
in the game for Toronto.
was as hot as Cavan was to start the postseason.
Pulled toward
Cavan
right
Biggio
center field. Pollock
through the
has
first
lead
half
on
of the
it.
postseason, through the first four,
That's
through the
the third
LDS,
out.
those 4 games, and then the first 2 games of the LCS, Cavan Biggio was insane. He's kind of fallen asleep
First
a little bit
offering
since
on
Leading
then,
his
off
way.
for the Dodgers.
but
the
he already
catcher.
did his work.
Well,
He already did his part.
Smith.
So it's fine.
Into the windup.
My God,
Here comes
Tanner
the
Roark
0-1.
was under 40 pitches
Smith
to start the 6th.
swings and
To start the
throws
6th
from
inning,
the
that
right
was
side
pitch
and
number
stands
40.
at 5'10". This is his second year as a major leaguer. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. First pitch
The
of the
batter
at-bat
number
on its
14.
way. Fouled
Second
away.
baseman, GK.
No runs, no hits, no
Hernandez.
errors for the Dodgers thus far. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Hernandez is retired, 2 down
Ladies
now.
and gentlemen,
Matt Beatty
your
will
attention,
get the
please.
call to pinch hit here
Pinch
as
hitting
we'll
for
see
the
what he can
Dodgers.
do
Dustin
with
May's
2
day is
outs
done.
and the
Number
bases
45.
empty.
0-1's the count. Matt.
And he swings through a fastball and
Beatty.
doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
0-2.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
And he struck
An
him
immaculate
out.
inning
So
for
it might
Tanner
be
Roark.
time to begin the countdown as he.
Now
Caleb
pitching
Ferguson
for the
is
Dodgers.
on to pitch from the bullpen.
Lefty,
Starting
no
inning number
sinker,
7.
though.
Caleb
First
Ferguson.
delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on
Damn
the
it.
ground to third. And the throw
He's
to first
out.
is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting. Number 10.
Digging in, Reese McGuire. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field.
Boy, Reese.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3
Reese
games so
McGuire
far.
was pretty good, too, in the start
Sometimes the
of the postseason.
first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely
The
coming
pitcher,
out of
number
his
I feel like I
shoes,
can't
an
pinch hit
aggressive
for a
style.
guy who's
First
got a
pitch,
perfect
base
game.
hit up the
Roll
middle.
on.
No-hitter.
Stepping in now, Tanner Roark. Popped him up. Seager backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Kind of bummed about, but whatever.
Now
At
batting.
the plate, Cavan
Second base.
Biggio. A hit in
Cavan.
2
Yeah,
tries
Cavan
for him
was
so
like Travis Shaw. He
Biggio.
didn't give a
He's
fuck
set.
if you were
Here
lefty.
it comes. Line toward the gap in left center.
Nice, we'll
And
drop that
that's
in there for a hit,
his
Cavan.
second
Good
hit
shit.
of the afternoon.
Keep the lineup
Nothing
moving.
fires me up more than watching a
Righty
hitter
lineup's
take
the
a
worst
pitch
if you
up
have
now.
Number 13.
Pitches
Hit by a
away,
pitch,
the
fuck
batter's
you.
able to keep his hand
Good.
inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a sink.
Oh, I should have polished.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw on to
He's
first
out.
is in time, and the Toronto rout. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up
Leading off
A.J.
for the
Pollock.
Dodgers.
Foul
What I want to
off.
know is,
The center fielder, AJ DJ.
If I get a perfect game here,
0-1.
Well,
Here's
I'm
the
just gonna
pitch.
go ahead and jinx myself. So I don't give a fuck.
Good
I got a
fastball
perfect
is
game
in
here.
there. The swing and a
0-2.
miss.
What celebration
I
takes
think a big
precedence?
reason
A
why
perfect
he's
game
been so effective in this
or the
one
World
that
Series win?
he's been just about getting ahead of
I would imagine the
every
World
hitter.
Series win.
Seems like every one of them are 0-2,
But
1-2, and it's just about every at bat.
we would have
And
to
when that's
obviously
the case,
discuss the
your
perfect
chances
game.
of getting a good pitch to hit are
Has
way
there been a
worse.
perfect game
So he
in
gets
World
the
Series
swinging
history? I
strikeout
know
on
there's
the
been a perfect game in
changeup.
postseason.
AJ
Third
Pollock
baseman.
retired for the first
Justin
out in the bottom half of the 7th
Turner.
inning. Justin Turner comes on with one gone.
There's
here as
certainly
he looks
never
at a
been
called
a
strike
perfect
one.
game
Behind 0-2
to
now.
clinch the World
Nothing in
Series,
2
though.
count and the pitch. Got him.
There have
So
been
that's
walk-off
the
home
second
runs
out
to
of the
clinch the
inning,
World
and he's
Series.
7 outs away now.
There's been Game 7 walk-off home runs
Now
to clinch the
batting,
World
First
Series.
offering
right
on its
fielder.
way.
Mookie.
Is in for the
Joe
third
Carter.
time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Bill
Hey,
Mazeroski,
they say
Pirates.
solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly
Mazeroski
that.
being the World Series winner.
And that will conclude
Carter being
matters
just,
here in
or
the
I mean, I'm sorry, Mazeroski being the Game 7 winner. Joe
new
Carter
inning
being
set to
regular.
get underway.
Leading off the
Yeah, I think it was Game
Stepping up
6.
as the shortstop,
shortstop
Bo
won it.
Bichette.
So
Here comes the first
Off
pitch.
the Carter home run.
Line drive to left.
Damn it.
Bellinger
hit.
is right there as he puts it away. No
I feel like
problem.
Bo's worse against
First
lefties than
down.
he's righties. It doesn't seem right to me. But whatever.
And
Now
now the
batting.
Toronto number
The left
4
fielder.
hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar
Last time
Hernandez.
through
2
was a
home run
base hit.
Teoscar.
Hernandez
Oh, he
connects
didn't have
and
2 home
sends
runs,
it to
but now he
deep left.
does. And that's a
And
long home run.
Gone. An absolute
453.
bomb. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Row, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes.
Now
Fellas.
This
The
looks
center
like one of
fielder.
those games.
Randall.
Yeah, there's a saying going around
Richard.
the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this
So
point.
that puts me up to 40, not counting Game 1.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Runs scored. Holy
Lifted
shit, it's
out
the 8th inning.
towards straightaway center
I thought
field.
it was earlier than that.
Catch made out there by Pollock, and there are 2 away
He
now.
said catch made before the ball was in his glove. Kind of hate that.
the first
And
Travis
that
Shaw's
brings
hitless.
up the
Hate that.
left-handed hitting
Travis
Travis Shaw. He
Shaw.
could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Oh,
Swing and a miss
0-1.
that time. It's 0-1.
big slow curve.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to the lefty, smart pitch.
Hit in the air out
Damn.
to center field. Bellinger's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's
Leading off
changed
for
out
the
there on the
Dodgers.
mound.
Well, I've been
The
very
left
impressed
fielder,
with how this starter's
Cody
gone about his business, Matt. He's looked
Bellinger.
really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect.
That was a
Getting
terrible
that
pitch.
early
Holy
lead
shit.
from his
I got
offense
lucky that he
could
took
have
that.
really helped settle him in.
His career line against Roark up until this point. He's hitless in 6 tries. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
60th pitch of the game.
Struck him out
For the
the
first
out
out
of the
in the
inning, but
8th.
perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
Up next for the
Flat out
Dodgers.
locked him up with the
The
changeup
shortstop,
right there. Usually
Corey.
you're trying for a swing and
I mean,
miss.
if I get a perfect
Seager.
game too,
Two-strike
like
count,
I don't
but
think you can get more
clearly
dad
he
dicked in
wasn't
a
looking
series
for
than we
it.
did
So
with these
it's a
guys.
backwards case for him.
27
there,
runs in
strike
one
2.
game, 19 home runs in one
Bases
game,
are empty, one
and
man
then you get a perfect game.
Got him.
Also
outs
in the
away
like
from
series
his
clinching
gateway
game, also
history.
like Ryu, the game Ryu pitched, we had like
2 away
16
for
combined
the Dodgers
strikeouts.
here in
Lance
the
Lynn had
8th.
like 14
The
in
first
his
Bring
base
up
game
the
pitch,
left-handed hitter
Matt.
Max Muncy.
something like that.
0-1 the count.
Muncy.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
What defense by
And
Vlad
Gideon's
Guerrero
comes on
Jr.
now as the
Your
Scott
attention,
Alexander
please.
enters
Another
from
left-handed
the
sinker
to start
baller.
the 9th
For the
inning as he'll try to keep the score
Number
right where it
75.
is heading to the bottom
Scott
of the 9th.
Alexander.
From the stretch. It's a high fly
Just missed
ball
that one.
headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Alexander is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new
Missed that one,
rules
too.
around reliever usage. Bellinger's under it.
Part of me wants to pinch it Danny Jansen for
One
Reese
away.
McGuire, but I almost don't want to throw off the mojo of putting a new catcher into the game.
The batter.
Now
Number
at the plate,
10.
Reese McGuire is working on
And that
a
means I
1
can't
for
pinch
3
it, which means
thus
Tellez
far.
won't even get to play in this game.
Here's the first pitch
Kinda
to
pissed
him.
about.
Hit in the air to center field.
But whatever.
Pollock is there, 2 gone.
The pitcher, number
So
14.
in now is the Blue Jays pitcher, Tanner Roark. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line to the right side.
Tanner Roark.
The pitcher's got himself a base
dropping in a base hit.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on
The
a
batter,
no-no,
number 8.
and he mixed
Second
in a
base.
knock.
Captain
How'd you like to be on the mound knowing you've got
Biggio.
more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything.
to the plate now. Kevin
Would
Biggio.
have loved if Cavan were able
He's
to
2
go
for
deep one more
3 and
time.
looking for more here.
He's got 2 hits this game. He went from white hot to kind of just there, but
Pulled toward
he did
right
his,
center
like I said, he did
field.
his job in the first half.
On the move is
Of the
Pollard.
postseason, he did his part. His
He
first 6
gets
games.
there to make the catch,
He was
and that
the guy.
ends the inning.
Well,
Ready now, Will Smith. He'll be the first to bat
65
in the inning.
pitches
This
to start
guy's
the
in
ninth.
need of some
The
ninth
catcher.
inning magic if they're going to force a game 5.
He's out.
And there's
66
one away.
pitches through 8 1/3. My issue is I wanted Luke Jackson to get the last 3
The
outs.
batter, number 14.
Here's the first pitch.
Second baseman,
Kike
Bob
Hernandez
Kike.
is in for the 3rd time here as he watches
Hernandez.
one that
Something like
misses
this, I think,
low.
takes a
It's
little
ball
bit of
and no
precedence.
strikes. Chopped toward the second baseman. Scooped up. Throw on to
Got
first,
him.
and now the Dodgers
68
are down to their
pitches
final
through 8
out.
2/3. If you can get this last out
Chris
Your
within these
attention,
first
will
2
grab a
pitches,
bat and hit for the
if he gets
pitcher.
it out,
Dodgers. Number 3.
that would
First
be
pitch
insane.
hacking
Brett.
here, and
Oh,
that's the
one's the
first
count.
strike.
Taylor.
Originally from
Imagine
the,
the
state of Virginia,
nerves. This
he
is
was
what you imagine as a
fifth-round
kid.
pick
No ball,
in
two
the
strike.
first-year player draft of 2012.
Pitch number
Hey,
71.
nothing has been handed to this guy
Oh.
in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
72
Strike
pitches.
called, and it's
A
over.
perfect
He
game for
hits the
Tanner Roark, and the
perfect
Blue Jays
game.
win the World Series. Unbelievable. One last little piece of history for us.
Wow! World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy.
A perfect game for Tanner Roark. And a World Series win on that. That's life peaking. That is the peak of life right there. He's so damn good. Holy shit, what a catch. Oh my god, that ball basically came out of the glove and he got it back in. My guess is the Rockets probably won Game 7, but I'm going to check that too really quick. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, but they're all no longer symptomatic and are all fine, so that's good. Oh my God, James Harden blocked a game-winning 3. The Rockets were up by 1.
Houston got his hands on it. Dort for 3, blocked by Harden. Dort got it back, tried to throw it off Harden, and missed him.
Wow. Okay. Now the part I've been waiting for. World Series champs plus 12 in the team affinity, finishing with a grade of an A+. Unbelievable. 130 wins, 32 losses. That green line went way up, especially around game 95, it looks like, to about game 120 was a huge win streak. I'll look at that in the calendar. Whew. Almost dropped my controller. So we did score 100 runs. 130 runs scored. A team slugging percentage of 996 and on base percentage of 390, so that's awesome. Team average of 73. In the wheel here, this is a team that is the bottom of the barrel for underdogs. They're just above, they're one notch above long shots. So that puts them at, I believe, 23rd? The 23rd ranked team. Either way, we came out in the top 5. 4th ranked team, 10th in contact, 1st in power, 7th in pitching. Defense and speed still in the bottom 20s. Player boosts were for Kevin Biggio, Zach Plesac through a trade, Bo Bichette through the call-up, Lance Lynn through a trade, Tasker Hernandez, Vlad Guerrero. So that's 6 player boosts. And then our stats, starting with the pitchers in the postseason. Chase Anderson and Jordan Romano did not pitch. Jordan Romano is a closer. He's terrible. Sam Gaviglio, or Gaviglio as his name is actually pronounced, made 2 appearances, pitched 4 innings, walked nobody, struck out 4. That's it. No hits, no runs, no walks, no holds, no nothing. ERA 0, whip 0. AJ Cole made 2 appearances, pitched 2 innings, walked nobody, struck out 4. No hits, no runs, no walks, no holds, no nothing. ERA 0, whip 0. Anthony Bass made 3 appearances. He pitched 3 innings. He walked nobody. He struck out 5. Got 2 holds. Didn't give up any hits, runs, or walks. Did get 1 hit by a pitch, but that's fine. ERA 0, whip 0. Wilmer Font pitched 2 innings, 2 appearances across 2 innings. 2 innings across 2 appearances, sorry. No walks, 4 strikeouts. He recorded a hold. No hits, no runs, no nothing. ERA 0, whip 0. Ryan Barucki pitched 4 innings across 4 appearances. Walked nobody, struck out 8. Gave up 1 hit, no runs or holds or anything like that, though. So ERA of 0 and a whip of 0.25. Luke Jackson only pitched 1 time, 1 appearance, pitched 1 inning, walked nobody, struck nobody out. Didn't give up a hit, a run, didn't record a hold or a save or anything like that. So ERA 0, whip 0. Nate Pearson made 1 appearance. He pitched 2 innings, walked nobody, struck out 3. Didn't record a hold, didn't give up any hits, any runs or anything like that. ERA 0, whip 0. Hyunjin Ryu had 3 starts? 3 starts for Hyunjin Ryu. He went 2-1, 23 innings pitched. He walked 1, struck out 43. That's a little surprising to me. I thought Lance Lynn would have more strikeouts than him, but Lance Lynn only just under him. But 43 strikeouts for Hyunjin Ryu in 23 innings, no less, would have shattered the strikeouts record if he matched the innings. In his 3 starts, all 3 were quality starts. He gave up 11 hits, 4 runs, 2 home runs, so an ERA of 1.57 and a whip of 0.52, including a loss. Zach Plesac in his 3 starts went 3-0. He pitched 20 innings. He walked 3, struck out 25. All 3 of his starts were quality starts. He gave up 14 hits, 2 runs, including 2 home runs, for an ERA of 0.90 and a whip of 0.85. Lance Lynn in his 3 starts went 3-0. Pitched 23 innings. He walked nobody, and he struck out 38. All 3 of his starts were quality starts. He gave up 12 hits, 2 runs, 1 home run, for an ERA of 0.78 and a whip of 0.52. And then Tanner Roark in his 3 starts went 3-0. pitched 24 innings, walked 3, struck out 23. All 3 of his starts were quality starts, including 2 complete games, 1 shutout, 1 perfect game. He gave up 11 hits, 3 runs, 2 home runs, 1 hit by a pitch, ERA of 1.13, and a WHIP of 0.58. Looking at the position players, and boy, oh boy, is this going to be interesting. I'm going to do it by at-bats. Brandon Drury didn't get an at-bat, and I'm a little upset. I feel bad for him, but whatever. Joe Panik also didn't get an at-bat, but that's fine. Daniel Vogelbach did get 13 at-bats, and in his 13 at-bats, he had 3 hits. All 3 hits were home runs. 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, 3 runs scored, 231 average, OPS above 1, though. Danny Jansen had 15 at-bats. In his 15 at-bats, he had 6 hits. 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, 5 runs scored for a 400 average and OPS above 1. Reese McGuire was red hot in the ALDS, turned into Mark McGuire for a hot second. In 32 at-bats, he had 11 hits for a 344 average, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs, 8 runs scored. Oops. Good for an OPS above 1. Travis Shaw, the mayor of Ding Dong City, and his only played 9 games, so he missed 3 games. What? Why does it say 9 games? I feel like he played all games. Like, maybe he missed game 1 of the ALDS, but... No, I did. I platooned him in Vogelbach. That's right. So he only had 39 at-bats, but in his 39 at-bats, he had 15 hits. 385 average for Travis Shaw, 8 home runs, 10 RBIs, a stolen base, 13 runs scored, OPS of 1.436. Rowdy Tellez, probably going to be the World Series MVP. Actually, no, probably won't be the World Series MVP. Probably be the runner-up. Had 44 at-bats, 18 hits for a 409 average, 9 home runs, 14 RBIs, 13 runs scored. Good for an OPS of 1.523. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. had 47 at-bats. In his 47 at-bats, he had 18 hits for a 383 average, 9 home runs, 14 RBIs, 18 runs scored. OPS of 1.505. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who will probably come away with the World Series MVP. In his 53 at-bats, he had 20 hits for a 377 average, 11 home runs, 18 RBIs, 13 runs scored. 6 home runs in the World Series, I believe. Good for an OPS of 1.494. Teoscar Hernandez, who will probably come away with, or definitely come away with the postseason MVP award. 53 at-bats, he had 23 hits for a 434 average, 12 home runs, 16 RBIs, 17 runs scored, 2 stolen bases, an OPS of 1.568. Randall Grichuk, in his 54 at-bats, had 19 hits for a 352 average, 9 home runs, 16 RBIs, 13 runs scored. Good for an OPS of 1.271. Bo Bichette, who was ice cold to start the postseason, and then he turned into a guy who was just kind of there, and then he turned it all around. 56 at-bats, he had 22 hits for a 393 average, 6 home runs, 10 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, 12 runs scored. OPS above 1 at 1.271. And then Cavan Biggio, who carried the load for a little bit in the very beginning, white hot. 56 at-bats, he had 18 hits, 10 home runs, 14 RBIs, 15 runs scored, a 321 average. Good for an OPS of 1.256. So let's set this by home runs and do the math on a calculator because there's a lot of home runs. Did I hit 50 home runs? We had 2 for Danny Jansen, 3 for Daniel Vogelbach, 5 for Reese McGuire, 6 for Bo Bichette, 8 for Travis Shaw, 9 for Vlad Jr., 9 more for Rowdy Tellez, 9 more for Randall Grichuk, that's already above 50, 10 for Cavan Biggio, 11 for Lourdes, 12 for Teoscar Hernandez. That's 84 home runs in the postseason. Obviously, anyone that has more than like 5 home runs in a postseason has had a great postseason. Reese McGuire was at the bottom of my barrel with that. The record for most home runs in a postseason is 8. Travis Shaw did that in 9 games. Bare minimum, obviously, the guys who did this. Actually, no, that's not true. But the record belongs to Carlos Beltran in 2004. I believe it was 04. I don't know I can't remember off the top of my head who else. I think Babe Ruth was one of them. Either way, Travis Shaw tied the record in 39 at-bats. I'm pretty sure Beltran had more at-bats. And then after that, Vlad Guerrero, Rowdy Tellez, and Reno Grichuk all broke that record by 1. Cavan Biggio broke it by 2. Lourdes broke it by 3. And then Teoscar broke it by 4. Unbelievable. If I do it by RBI, look at these RBIs. I'm gonna do so 84 there. I'm gonna do the RBI total too, just because it seems like it should be more than what it was, especially if we had that many home runs. 2, 5, 10, 10 again, 11, 14, 14, 14, 16, 16, 18. Yeah, 130. Is that what this said? Yeah, 130. So we scored a run for every win in the regular season. Okay, now I gotta look at the regular season stats. Starting with the pitchers. I'll do it by... I wish I could do it by, like, position. These are career wins. I guess I'll do it by innings. No. Yeah, I'll do it by innings pitched. Starting with Chase Anderson. So Chase Anderson was terrible this season. He got his overall up to 77. He's in the high silvers almost. He was at 79 at one point, but he had an awful year. His numbers came a little bit back around in the bullpen, but he was just overall terrible. In 34 appearances, he had 20 starts. He went 17-4, which is fine. 1 save. 157 and 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 196, but a 5.19 ERA and a 1.53 WHIP aren't good. 10 quality starts, 2 complete games, 1 shutout. Good for a WAR of 1.0. It's a low contract, but still, I'd say he's not even worth that. But he's happy. Jordan Romano was also just not good. 74 overall. I mean, he wasn't good when I used him. I wasn't good with him. He had a good year overall. 25 appearances, he went 2-0 with 1 save, 13 holds, 23 1/3 innings pitched. He struck out 21, a 2.31 ERA and a 1.16 WHIP. A negative 0.0 WAR. Interesting. Worth the money. He's happy. Just doesn't like the coaching. Luke Jackson was insane. I don't know what his numbers were when I traded for him, but I know I traded for him kind of early in the season, and he wasn't a closer. He's not a closer. He's a relief pitcher, but he became my closer. At 28 years old, B potential. He got his overall up to 80, so we went gold. I think at this rate, he has a chance to just sniff diamond for a minute. Oh my God. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. All year long, his ERA was like 0.5, 0.3, you know, but all of a sudden he ends the year with a 2.47. That's bullshit. 56 appearances, you got 2-2, 41 saves, 3 blown, 2 holds, 54 2/3 innings pitched. Struck out 74, 2.47 ERA and a 0.97 WHIP. Good for a WAR of 1.5. Like, he was so fucking insanely good. And then all of a sudden, I mean, these numbers are still good, don't get me wrong, but worth the money, worth the trade. We got another year of him. He's happy. AJ Cole, 27 years old, got his potential up to B. He's 69 overall. So bronze. Maybe he'll get silver. Not a good year. Not a bad year. Just not a good year. 36 appearances, 5-0, 6 holds, 44 2/3 innings pitched. Struck out 64. 4.03 ERA is okay. 1.16 WHIP is fine. 1.3 WAR is okay. I'm fine with that. Happy with his contract. I think he's worth it. He's satisfied. Just doesn't like the coaching. Wilmer Font I was great with him. I loved using Wilmer Font. 29 years old. He's only got D potential. And he's only 64 overall. So he's not even bronze, I don't believe. But he had an amazing year. 28 appearances, 2 wins, a loss, 2 saves, a blown, 12 holds, 31 2/3 innings pitched. He only gave up 4 runs. 31 2/3 innings. 3 complete games right there. Struck out 41, a 1.14 ERA and a 0.79 WHIP. 1.1 WAR, definitely worth this contract. He's happy. Hates the coaching, though. Everyone's going to hate the coaching, I'm sure. Nate Pearson, 23 years old, A potential, 76 overall now, so he's already silver. This kid is definitely going to go gold and probably go diamond. He didn't have the best start to the year, but he really turned it around and had a pretty solid year for a first year. 18 wins, 7 losses, and 33 starts. 231 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 284. Over 100 runs isn't ideal, but whatever. 284 strikeouts is really damn good. 3.96 ERA is okay. 1.20 WHIP is fine. 22 quality starts, 5 complete games, 3 shutouts, a 4.2 WAR. Got him. Yeah, he's gonna be great, and he's worth his money for sure. Loves everything other than the fact that he's not getting paid over $1 million yet. I don't think he's gonna get Rookie of the Year though. If he does, those strikeouts will probably be what does it. Anthony Bass was also pretty damn good. 32 years old, see potential up to 74 overall. He might crack into silver for a year. Had a really good ass year. 56 appearances, 5 wins, 3 losses, a save, 5 blown, 12 holds. 56 in third innings pitch. He struck out 59, a 2.88 ERA and a 0.98 WHIP. Pretty good. 1.2 WAR. I'll take that. Worth the money for sure. He's unhappy though. Doesn't like his contract or the coaching, so his overall is actually suffering from it. He was silver. Sam Gaviglio, or as I called him all year, Gaviglio. Got his position changed to a starting pitcher because a lot of people opted out this year. 29 years old, C potential. He's only 67 overall. That might have to do with the fact that he got his position changed to bullpen though. But he wasn't bad. I feel bad that he got bumped to the bullpen, but he got 6 starters, 7 starters really. You gotta bump people, and he got bumped. So he made 25 appearances, 17 starts, 13 and 4. He recorded a save. 131 in a third innings pitched is his most he's ever pitched, and he's got his hits down from when he was a starter in 2018. So he got his hits down. Got his runs down, his earned runs down, his home runs up, his walks down, strikeouts up. 141 strikeouts, a 3.84 ERA, and a 1.14 WHIP. Those are fine. Those are okay. 12 quality starts, 3 complete games, 2 shutouts. Good for a WAR 2.3. I'd say he's worth the money. Yeah, I'd say he's worth the money. He's angry though. Hates his contract and the coaching so much, and then thought he'd be a depth player, and he's in the bullpen, so he doesn't really care for it. If he were in the rotation still, I'm sure he wouldn't be angry. He would just be unhappy. So he was 71 overall, but he suffered because of that. Ryan Borucki was really good, and if I didn't pick up Luke Jackson, he was my closer, and probably would have stayed my closer had it not been for Luke Jackson's trade. 26 years old, B potential at 78 overall. Now he's silver. He will go gold. Don't think he'll go diamond though. He had an okay year. Small sample size though. 24 appearances, 1 win, no losses, 9 saves, 2 blown, 10 holds, 23 innings pitched. Only 1 home run. Struck out 34. 3.13 ERA of a 0.96 WHIP. So clearly, he wasn't giving up a lot of hits or walks, but when he did, they would score runs. Good for a WAR of 0.9. Worth the contract for sure. All that. He's happy. So am I. Just hates the coaching. Zach Plesac, 25 years old, 83 overall, so he's gold. With B potential, he's going to go diamond for sure. Maybe he'll crack into the 90s for a minute or two, depending on how his progression goes. Everything for his stats that we're about to look at. He was in the minors up until I traded for him. So when I got him at the trade deadline, he was a minor leaguer. So everything he did is with us. He had 11 starts. He went 7-0, 82 and 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 101, 1.96 ERA and a 0.86 WHIP. Probably would have been in Cy Young contention if he pitched the whole year at this rate. 11 quality starts out of how many starts? All of his starts were quality starts. 3 complete games, shutouts, 3.5 WAR, worth the trade, and he's not even a rental. He is team control till 2025. He is happy. So that's a very big piece for the future there. That's a huge deal to have Zach Plesac, and knowing that he's already 83 overall, and you're going to have him for 4 more years unless you trade him or just don't re-sign him. He's arbitration eligible. Yeah. On top of picking up Hyunjin Ryu in the offseason. 33 years old, B potential. His overall went down to 86, so he's diamond. Starting to his decline a little bit at 33, but still had a really great year. This is Cy Young caliber right here. 33 starts for Ryu. He went 26 and 2. 240 and 2/3 innings pitched. Career high for Ryu. 255 strikeouts, a career high. 2.43 ERA. A little bit higher than last year, but he pitched a hell of a lot more than last year. 1.01 whip, same whip for the last 3 years, and considering he's thrown more innings this year than any other year, that's pretty good. 29 quality starts, 6 complete games, 4 shutouts, a 7.9 WAR. Look for Hyunjin Ryu in the Cy Young race. That's the thing. You've got Ryu under contract for 3 more years, Plesac for 5, or for 4 more years. So you've got a solid 1-2 punch right there. I'll do Tanner Roark next. Roark at 33 years old got his overall up to 81, so he went gold. And expect him to top out there, though. And he had a pretty solid year. 29 appearances, 27 starts, 15-6, 191 and 2/3 innings pitched. Struck out 175, a 3.47 ERA, and a 1.17 WHIP. Not bad at all. 19 quality starts, 4 complete games, 2 shutouts, 3.0 WAR. Last year on the deal, he's worth the money, I'd say. He's ecstatic, though. So good for him. And then Lance Lynn picked him up in a trade. 32 years old with A potential. He got his overall up to 90, so he's not only diamond, but among the elite. And if it weren't for Hyunjin Ryu, I'd say this is pretty Cy Young caliber. 34 starts, he went 23-2, 248 and a third innings pitched. He struck out 290, 2.94 ERA, 1.06 WHIP, 24 quality starts, 7 complete games, 3 shutouts, 7.3 WAR. We've got him for 1 more year, so this window stays open for another year. Worth the money, worth the contract, worth the trade. He's only satisfied, though. Doesn't like his contract or the coaching. He'd probably be... He was the ace. The only reason he says rotation now is because the rotation changes in the postseason. So this window for the pitching stays open for at least 1 more year, because we will have a 1-2-3 punch of Lance Lynn, Hyunjin Ryu, and Zach Plesac. From there, we also have Nate Pearson, who's going to continue to develop. So him being the number 4 guy is going to be pretty damn good with Tanner Roark. If he can stay consistent with this year, will be a great 5 guy. So that's an elite pitching rotation right there. And once Lance Lynn or Roark actually could walk. So if he does, that's fine. We've got Gavilio to fill that 5 spot if need be, or we can call up a guy like Alex Manoah. So this is the window is open for Toronto, especially when you consider the age of these guys too. I'm gonna do this one by probably at bats. Yeah. So we start with Brandon Drury, 27 years old, B potential. Brandon Drury was a backup infielder. He was a platoon for a little bit. Or no, he wasn't even a platoon. He was an outfielder for a little bit. So he started half the year. Good fielder. Okay hitter. At 75 now, he's silver. Small chance he can get to gold. But he had a great year, especially for a guy who played half the year as a starter, and then he went to the bench. Still had 144 hits, 38 doubles, 23 home runs, 81 RBIs, stole a bag, 316 average OPS of 950. Good for a WAR of 4.6. Worth the contract. We got 1 more year with him. He's unhappy, though. He thought he'd be platooning at least. He's on the bench. He wants a little bit more money. So his overall suffers from that. So he will go gold, actually. His overall is supposed to be 77, so he will. Joe Panic, the other, he was like my all-around backup, like, never really used. His fielding's not really there. Doesn't really have much to him other than a little bit of contact with great plate vision. I mean, not bad, though. In 50 games, 202 at-bats, he had 64 hits, 4 home runs, 30 RBIs, stole a bag, 317 average, OPS 831. Not bad, not bad. Good for a WAR of 2.3. We'll take that. I'll say he was worth the money, I guess. He's satisfied. Thought he'd be platooning, but he's not. And we're not close. We are close to New York. Fuck out of here with that close to home. Daniel Vogelbach. Interesting one here because this isn't a move I made. He came through before I started the run. 27 years old, he's got B potential, so he got his overall up to 74. I'm gonna try this headset on without my hat. Not bad, it just doesn't really stay. Yeah, not bad. I mean, he's a power hitter and he's got great plate discipline, but that's really all he's got going for him. His fielding's okay. His contact just isn't there. His plate vision isn't either. So I think there's a chance he can go gold. He didn't have a bad year. Again, backup slash platoon. He was platooning with Shaw for the majority of the year. 74 hits, 13 home runs, 47 RBIs, not bad. 252 average, whatever. OPS just under 800. Good for a WAR of 8. Complain. Satisfied. Wishes he was platooning, which he was earlier, but not anymore. Danny Jansen. Danny Jansen's interesting. He's 24 years old with B potential. He's 80 overall, so he's gold now. And he's a good catcher. A little bit of speed. Catchers don't get speed up that high, unless you're like JT Realmuto or Jorge Alfaro. Um, his hitting's not the worst. His contact isn't really there, but his power is a little bit, and against lefties especially. And he's only 24, so he's going to go diamond. He's going to be carried by his fielding more, but his hitting's progressing well enough. He'll go diamond for a little bit at this rate. And he had a great year. Platooning at catcher, he had 73 hits and 247 at bats. 23 home runs, 46 RBIs. He stole 3 bags. 296 average and OPS above 1 at 1.028. Good for a WAR behind the dish of 4.8 as a backup catcher spot. We got him for 3 more years. So that's pretty good. He's satisfied, though. He's platooning as expected, but he doesn't like his contract, and I don't blame him. Reese McGuire, the other platooning catcher. 25 years old, B potential, 75 overall, so he'll go gold at this rate. Also a solid fielding catcher. Hitting isn't there as much as Danny Jansen's, but he got some contact against righties. But he also had a pretty solid year. In 353 at-bats, he had 99 hits. So that's 1 hit per game. Average. Obviously, he didn't get 1 hit per every single game. 15 home runs, 49 RBIs, 280 average. OPS just under 800. Good for a WAR behind the dish at 3.9. So my 2 catchers platoon for a WAR above 8. I'm happy with that. We got him for 4 more years. He's satisfied. Just wishes he was making more and we were a little bit closer to Washington. But it is what it is. The mayor of Ding Dong City, Travis Shaw. Better fielding than I remember. Had him at first base. I don't know why the game had Vlad at first and Shaw. I don't know if Shaw was even in the lineup. Or if he was at third. Either way, 29 years old. I'm surprised he only has C potential. But he got his overall up to 82 and he's gold. I think his potential will continue to increase. And I think Travis Shaw can sniff diamond for like a year. Like just right at the 85 mark. His plate discipline's good. His fielding's alright. And he can get it done against righties. But he made good strides in his hitting entirely. Plus 8 to both contacts. Plus 4 to power against righties to get him up to 79. I think that was above 80 at one point. And then plus 7 in his power against lefties. So, you know, I handled lefties with him pretty well. He had a great year. Career year for Travis Shaw. 142 hits. You could argue, yeah, I'd say career for sure. 142 hits, including a triple. 37 home runs, 99 RBIs, a 314 average, and OPS above 1 at 1.026. Good for a WAR. First base at 6.7. These are borderline MVP numbers. To have almost 40 home runs, almost 100 RBIs, and an average above 300, that's pretty good. Worth the money on his deal, although it is the last year of his deal. But he's ecstatic. Thought he'd be platooning. He's playing every day. He's making twice as much as he thought he'd be making. So he loves everything, really. Rowdy Tellez, 24 years old, B potential. He's already up to 76 overall. He's silver. His fielding is dragging him down. He'll go gold. I think he has a chance at going diamond, too, because his hitting is pretty good, especially against righties. But he made some strides against lefties, plus 2 in the contact and plus 7 in the power. Needs to work on that vision, discipline, and clutch, too, though. His fielding doesn't really necessarily matter too much at first base. But he had a great year, too, and he's not eligible for Rookie of the Year. I wasn't sure if he would be or wouldn't be, but he's definitely not, and that's fine. If he was eligible, I'd say he probably gets it, but he's not. 156 hits, 33 home runs, 88 RBIs. He stole 9 bases somehow. 291 average. OPS of 883. Good for a WAR, mainly at DH at 2.8. We got him for 3 more years. He's ecstatic. Thought he'd be a depth player. He's every day. Wishes he was making a little bit more, though. But good for him. Now we get to the big boys. Starting with Vlad Guerrero Jr. 21 years old, A potential, already 84 overall. So he's gold. He's going to go diamond. He's going to go into the 90s, if not the upper 90s. And he's not only going to be amongst the elite, but he will be one of the best in the game. His fielding is okay. His arm strength is there, but he needs to work on his fielding, and he did a little bit. But it's his hitting, and he made some strides in his hitting. I think his power is underrated. I think his vision and discipline should be lower, and his power should be higher to compensate. But regardless, plus 6 against contact, plus 6 for contact against righties, plus 10 for contact against lefties, plus 11 for power against righties, minus 1 in the power against lefties, plus 6 in the vision, plus 10 in the discipline, 2 in the clutch. Vlad is going to be insane, especially against righties, so that's good. You have a righty who can handle righties. He'll eventually get his numbers against lefties up, I'm sure, too. He's only 21. That's the thing, he's 21. And he just did this. These are borderline MVP numbers too. 151 hits for Vlad, 32 home runs, 98 RBIs, 326 average, an OPS of 1.049 on the year. Good for a WAR of 6.5. We've got him for 4 more years, at bare minimum. He's ecstatic, just wishes he was getting paid more. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., 26 years old, but with A potential. He's at 85 overall now. He's diamond, and at this rate, he will crack into the 90s and be great. His fielding's not bad. He made some strides there too, but his hitting is really what improved. +5, +5, +7, +7, +6, +5. Better against lefties than he is righties, but he's all around a solid hitter. But look out against left-handed pitching if you're a left-handed pitcher. And these are MVP numbers. He started the year at shortstop while Bo was hurt, and then moved him into right field once Bo came back. So 140 games, he missed 22 games. But 176 hits for Lourdes. 41 of those were doubles. 45 of those were home runs. 122 RBIs, a 302 average, an OPS of 987. Good for a WAR of 7.0. Insane year for Lourdes. We've got him for 4 more years on a great deal. He's ecstatic. Thought he'd be platooning. He's playing every day. He loves his contract. Just everything is coming up with Lourdes. Teoscar Hernandez, I think, is going to win the MVP. 27 years old, B potential. He's up to 88 overall. So not only did he crack into the diamond, but he's going to crack into the 90s at this rate. His hitting is great. Decent enough contact, great power. And he made improvements in those, +1, +3. -1 for power against righties, but that's fine. It's 87. It's still good. +7 against lefties, though, to get him up to 91. Vision, discipline, and clutch are what need to be worked on there for hitting, but he got +5, +6 there. So from 40 to 45, 50 to 56. He needs to work on his fielding, though. His fielding's not the best. His arm strength is okay, especially for a guy who's mainly a left fielder. And his speed, that's the other thing. He's got great hitting and 80 speed. I think he gets the MVP. 177 hits, 52 home runs, 127 RBIs, 11 stolen bases. 295 average might drag him out of the MVP. I'm not sure. Depends on how everyone else did, but a 1.026 OPS is always good. Good for a WAR of 8.7 out there in left field. And we've got him for 2 more years. He's happy. Obviously, he should be making more money. And there's no one else from the DR on the team. But he's a star as opposed to just an everyday player, so that helps him. Randall Grichuk really helped carry the load of the offense while the kids kind of had to develop a little bit more. His fielding's not bad, and his speed's not bad, but he's mainly a hitter. 28 years old, B potential. He's 86 overall now, so he's diamond. Might be able to crack into the 90s for a year. His contact isn't bad, but his power is good. And his power is more than good. His power is great. And he got +5 and +7 in the power, going from a high 70 to a low 80, and then going from low 80 to 90 for the power. Vision, discipline, and clutch, not bad. Those got some improvements too. Also MVP numbers for Grichuk. 173 hits, 47 home runs, 116 RBIs, 283 average, 971 OPS. The average, to me, Teoscar and Randall would be locks for MVP if it weren't for their average being sub 300. Good for a WAR out there in center field, not right field, of 7.7. We've got him for 4 more years on a great deal as well. That seems kind of team-friendly at this rate. And he's ecstatic, loves his role and his money and all that. Bo Bichette. Kind of bummed that I didn't get Bo for the entire year. I think a full season of Bo Bichette with a player boost early on, at least, especially, is a lock for MVP. He's already 86 overall, A potential, 22 years old, so he's diamond. He's gonna be a 99 overall for sure at this rate. He's got decent speed. His fielding's all right, except for his arm strength, but that is at 22 years old. That'll have plenty of time to improve. But his hitting is already elite. Great contact and some solid pop, and it's going to get better. +5, +4, +2, +3. Vision is above 70 now. His discipline and clutch need a little bit more work, but they'll get above 70 at some point, I'm sure, too. He got called up on June 24th, so he missed about half the year. He missed all of April, all of May, most of June. He only played 71 games. So, yeah, he was 10 games short of the halfway mark. So, he only played 46 last year? Wow. But either way, a lot of promise, and if he had a full year, I think he's MVP for sure. 94 hits, 22 home runs, 68 RBIs, 330 average, an OPS of 1.055. And that's the thing, in less than half the year. So you got to think, if you double all, at bare minimum, double all this, that's 44 home runs, 136 RBIs, an average probably about in the same department still, because it'd have almost 200 hits. He would be 12 shots. He'd be 182 hits. Yeah, just insane. Good for a WAR of 4.4, so about 8.8 WAR, give or take. Got him for 5 more years. So at least that kind of helps the service time a little bit, I think. So we got him for 5 more years. And he's just satisfied. He didn't get any sort of boost to his overall from this, because he hates his contract and he doesn't like the location of the team. And then Cavan Biggio was a huge surprise. I thought Cavan would be okay or good, don't get me wrong, but he was great. 24 years old, A potential. He's 86 overall. So he's diamond, and now at this rate, he's going to be in the 90s and probably 95. I'd see him topping out at. Not a bad fielder. Needs to work on his arm strength. Decent speed. Discipline's already 99. And his hitting got pretty damn good. Especially the power against righties got up to 88. Contact against lefties went up 11. And the power went up 4. And then contact up 4 against righties. And he had a pretty damn good year, too. He really carried the freight in the absence of Bo Bichette. 152 hits, 36 home runs, 95 RBIs, 295 average, good for a OPS of 982, good for a WAR at second base of 7.4. And we've got him for 4 more years. And he's happy. The only thing he doesn't like is his contract. So, like, looking at it, like, we've got Cavan for 4 more years, Bo for 5, Randall for 4, Teoscar for 2, Lourdes for 4, Vlad for 4, Rowdy for 3, McGuire for 4, Jansen for 3, Vogelbach for 3, and Drury for 1 more. So on the offensive front, this window was open for a while. On the pitching front, we've got Lance Lynn for 1 more, Plesac for 4 more, Ryu for 3 more, Pearson for 4 more, Luke Jackson for 1 more, Baraki for 3 more, Wilmer Font for 2 more, AJ Cole for 2 more, Sam Gaviglio, I'm going to keep calling him Gaviglio, I don't care. Gaviglio, either way, 2 more. Romano, 4 more. You know, this is a team, Chase Anderson can walk and Roark can walk. This is a team who can look the same and improve at the same time for years to come. The window is open for Toronto. Now, actually, I'm going to do one last thing, and I'll sort it by home runs, I guess. Do it this way. How many home runs did we hit as a team in the regular season? Did we crack 300? These text messages I have. Oh. Okay. Brandon Drury had 23. Joe Panik at 4. Danny Jansen at 23. Daniel Vogelbach at 13. Reese McGuire had 15. Bo had 22. Travis had 37. Vlad had 32. Rowdy at 33. Randall had 47. Cavan at 36. Lourdes had 45. Teoscar had 52. That's that. 382 home runs as a team. So that's an all-time record. I'm actually going to do the RBIs too while I'm here. I want to see if we cracked 1,000. 81, which I'm sure we did, but 30. Well, that's already 100 right there. 46. 47. That's another 100 right there. 49. Now we get to my starters. 68, or now we get to the starters that were around for the entire year. 99. 98. 88. 116. 95. 122. And 127. 1,066 RBIs. That's not runs scored, that's RBIs. I think runs scored is different. 1,066 was the number. I'll do runs scored too. 92. 32. 53. 52. 59. 55. 91. 103. 82. 115. 99. 111. 123. 1,067. Unless my math was wrong. Because I did make a little mistake in there, but I fixed it. Or I thought I did. That's not also counting Santiago Espinal, who got sent down. And I don't know if anyone else got sent down position player-wise. We'll continue in franchise. Definitely Lourdes for World Series MVP. Teoscar postseason MVP. Hyunjin Ryu for Cy Young, maybe also regular season MVP. Yeah, the Dodgers scored 3 runs all series. Did we score 50? No, I didn't. 9 and 9 is 18, and 27 is 45. That was 1 run shy of 50. I think. Yeah, I was 1 run shy of 50 in the World Series. How long was our longest win streak? Looked like it was here. 1, 2, and it started with a 21 win game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 game win streak at one point. It's insane. Alright. Awards. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. for World Series MVP, 6 home runs, 10 RBIs, 529 average. He also gets postseason MVP over Teoscar, so I guess he had a better LCS than Teoscar, but Teoscar had a better performance overall. Silver Sluggers. Randall Grichuk gets 1. Teoscar Hernandez gets 1. Lourdes Gurriel finished 2nd for shortstop. And, yeah, I can agree with that. Xander had a higher average by a pretty big margin, about 33 points. Vlad didn't get 1 for third base. Didn't even finish in the top 3. Kevin Biggio finishes 3rd for second base. And I disagree with that. He had a higher average than both Altuve and Merrifield. Had more home runs than Merrifield and as many as Altuve, same in the RBI department. So I think Cavan should have finished 1st. Nothing for Travis Shaw, and I'm okay with that. Nothing in the catcher department, and I kind of disagree with that. I think Danny Jansen and Reese McGuire should have been, one of the two should have been in here. They had much higher averages than these two, and I believe just as many home runs. That's kind of bullshit. DH, nothing for Rowdy Tellez. That's fine. Gold Gloves, not really expecting much. Teoscar finished 3rd for left field, so that's cool. Travis Shaw finished 2nd for first base. That's cool. Hank Aaron Award goes to Xander Bogaerts. I agree with that. I mean, at least over these guys, I think Teoscar Hernandez should have been there. That's bullshit to me. It says the award is given to the top hitter in each league. Of all people, Vlad being there is kind of weird. For people on my team, Vlad wasn't my best hitter. Nate Pearson does get Rookie of the Year. Wow, I'm surprised he edged out Luis Robert. A 300 average, 20 home runs, almost 100 RBIs for Luis Robert. Hell, a 2020 for that matter, because he stole 20 bases. What was his WAR? 6.4. I'm surprised Nate Pearson beats him out. I'm not going to complain necessarily. But I'll take it. No reliever of the year. I think Luke Jackson would have for sure had that on lock, and Luke Jackson would have been a Cy Young candidate if his numbers stayed the same over the course of the last month. Batting title goes to Luis Arias. Interesting. Cy Young goes to Lance Lynn over Hyunjin Ryu. I'm calling some bullshit there. I think it should go to Ryu. He had 3 more wins, a much lower ERA, and sure, he had, what, 35 less strikeouts? So be it. What are the wars? A 1.01 whip to a 1.06, a lower whip for Ryu. More quality starts for Ryu. More shutouts for Ryu. 7.9, 7.3, and a higher WAR. I think Ryu deserved it. And then Lance Lynn gets the MVP as well. That's a lot of bullshit. I think Ryu was better pitcher. So whatever. It is what it is. Let's see. There was a patch today. I'm wondering if they changed the order of this at all. If it was the trade deadline moves. No, it doesn't look any different. At least at a quick glance. So my next team's going to be Houston. I might start that tonight. It's only 1:20. I might get a game or two in. So Houston's next, which is interesting because of how good the team can be. But to see them all the way down there at the bottom is cool. I do have some packs to open, like always. At the end of each run, season's over. Still have yet to play anything on here. I will check the team affinity for Toronto, up to 41% now. So I got 78 points, so I actually didn't get to the 80 mark, so I didn't get the nameplate. That's fine. I got the 6 affinity packs and the Vlad card. That's what I cared about. And then where am I for Houston? Here. Houston's at 21% right now. I'm at 40. So I've got the Kristen Javier card, whatever. So I will get the Correa card in 10. And I don't really care for anything else here. Okay. So any packs that I got between the start and end of the Blue Jays run. 1 regular, 6 affinities, 2 headliner sets, and a flashback. Choose 1 pitcher and batter. So these are people I'm not going to use, so I'm just trying to take one of everyone. Gary Carter, Ozzie Smith, Rod Carew, or Stan Musial. I think I'll go with the Wizard here. And then Nolan Ryan, reliever. Cliff Lee, Ron Guidry, Fergie Jenkins. I think I'll go with the Nolan Ryan reliever. Okay. I'll do the affinities first. Been getting a lot of, I didn't realize Peter Borges was still playing. Been getting a lot of solid pulls. Ooh, Miguel Sano's not bad. Good power hitter for sure. Oh, I got that free Lucas Giolito card, so I gotta make sure I put that in my rotation. 99 free diamond pitcher. I already got Michael K's call. Michael K's his name, right? Yep. Danny Jansen and Blue Jays. Cool. Last affinity pack. So nothing out of the affinities. We'll do the regular pack next. Save the headliners for last. Okay, so we're looking at headliner set 10, which means a 1 in 3 chance of a gold and a 1 in 10 chance of a diamond and guaranteed silver. The headliner pack, or the headlined item, is 2012 AL MVP Miguel Cabrera, but it says 2013 All-Star. So it's not his... That's confusing that it says that on there. It's not his Triple Crown card, but it's still a very good card with solid fielding at third base primarily, but great hitting. Scooter Jeanette's a free agent. Wow, didn't know that. Eric Kratz I knew was with the Yankees. And Trevor May, not a bad pickup. And then headliner set 23, same odds as last time. The headliner item is a Cy Young Brett Saberhagen card. 97 overall starting pitcher with very good velo and then some slow off-speed pitches with great break, great control, great pitcher overall. Probably not going to get anything. Oscar Mercado, not bad. Jake McGee, I just beat him in the World Series. And Brian Dozier is a free agent. Wow, didn't know that either. Unless that means he opted out. Alright, take a quick look at my team. I got a... I'll stick with the Gallo card. He's a much better fielder, too. Secondary position. What is he, a right fielder? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to move Reggie, though. Acuna staying in center. I'm surprised Machado's still under Rendon with how hot he's been lately. Surprised I'm so glad I have Tatis because he is on fire. Ooh, that Buster Posey card poses a little temptation to go to Gary, but I'm not going to. Nah. No. Nothing's replacing Poppy. Just nothing. Sorry. Who's this guy? This kid's my pinch runner, maybe? Yeah, it's my pinch runner. Maybe I should put Trey Turner in for him. Yeah, I'll put Trey Turner in for him. There, Trey can be my pinch runner. Pitchers. Unfortunately, do I go to Greg Maddux or John Smoltz? I think I'm going to get rid of Maddux because Smoltz has better velo. Throw in the Giolito card. Giolito, my ace. Kluber, my 2. Alan Newhouser, my 3. DeGrom, my 4. And it might actually be time for John Smoltz to go, too. No, he's got Shane Bieber beating almost every category. It's weird that Bieber's got a higher overall. Okay, that's fine. Bullpen. Ken Giles. Do I have anyone better than that? Ooh, Nolan's... no, Giles has control. Giovanni Gallegos, maybe? Will Smith, maybe? I kind of want to get Taylor Rogers in there because he's a lefty with a sinker. I think I'll replace Gallegos with him. And then no one's replacing these two. Yep, cool. So my team's overall is up to 90. Rating mod plus 131. Alright. I'm going to head out of here. I'll probably start the Astros. I'm going to go pee first. And like I said,